Good evening. It is December 16th. The time is currently 8 p.m. Just after, anyway, here in Old Blighty. And we have our 3v3 Rewind Gaming tournament. Today I am joined by Mr. Cornish Pirate.
Hello! How are you, Mr. Percy?
Yeah, I'm alright, I'm alright. Yourself?
I'm doing great, thanks. And I'm really excited for this tournament as well. The first game, we got the Swedes against the British. I mean, I'm British myself, you're British, so we all know that the Swedish are going to win.
Yep. I mean, even if we win this round, we're definitely not going to win the final. It's been a long time since we've won a final of any tournament, especially when there's football involved. So,
yeah,
we're
probably going to lose on penalties in the quarterfinal to Argentina. That's my prediction for this tournament.
I'm more than happy to agree with you on that one. Right, so in this first round game, we have Team Nicky versus Burnwell United. I think we are ready for the teams to join, and we can get this first round match underway.
Yes, very excited about Burnwell United, the British team, Team Nicky, the Swedish team. Also, Burnwell United, Wrong Way Woody, I do recognise that name. He's the first player to join in as well. So
he's eager.
It's looking like a 2v2 tournament. There we go. Come on, guys. All in. There we go. Right, Team Nicky, made up of Meaty, Sky, and Zelfi. Sorry, my pronunciations are terrible. Burnwell United, made of Alex, Toku, and Wrong Way Woody. And Meaty has horrendous ping. But anyway, Zelfi is going through as 2K is getting off to Meaty. Meaty trying to get it into the middle. It goes past Wrong Way Woody. It's off the crossbar. Very close one. Alex now going to try and slow this down a bit. He's turning fast downfield though. And Meaty is now hitting the ball back downfield. And I'm also struggling with ping as well, so it might just be a server thing. But Meaty doing a great little chance there. First 30 seconds has been all one way so far. Hershey.
Yeah, it's been a nice little bit of back and forth, which I quite like to see, especially in the opening game. But I think it's mainly down to both teams not being too aggressive, like they're just trying to sort of get used to each other's play styles, try and work some stuff out to perhaps bring into the next round.
Oh yes, they are. Nice little chipping by Sky, but nobody there to shoot for Team Nicky. Zelfi and Meaty going in the way of each other as well. Now Meaty's going to try and take this up the wall. Maybe something specialty for us. He's going for that aerial jump. Nice little tap. Oh, and it's just intercepted. No chance for back into the middle. And still no follow-up. There's still no final shot at the moment being found by Team Nicky. We're past that first minute. Only one shot as well. Oh, no, second shot. 2K. I'm probably going to pronounce his name wrong. I do apologise. Gets his first shot for Burnwell United, who have really not been able to get out of their own box at the moment. But there's got a great chance here. Sky takes it off to the side. Wrong Woody doing a bit of a miss there again. 2K trying to get back into the middle, which just bounced off very evenly. Back in the middle by Alex though, but still nobody to shoot for Burnwell. Nice redeflect all the way downfield. Now it's Team Nicky on the attack. Zelfi goes up for the shot. Sky's coming in for the shot and he gets the first goal.
Yeah, nice little backboard tap. Zelfi, nice little nudge. I think he was going for goal there, but still, nice little bounce off the crossbar for Sky to be able to just hammer that in. Solid first goal. 3 minutes left. Still plenty of time. A lot can happen in this first game.
Yeah, plenty more goals in this game as well. Nice aggression early coming up from Team Nicky. They've really wanted to take control of this game. Back into the middle. Zelfi doing a double commit with Sky. Luckily it went all the way downfield there, so there's no attack of it by Burnwell United, who are just really stuck in their own half. Big hit by Zelfi on 2K. Leaves the empty goal for Meaty just to clean up.
Yeah, nice little bounce off the backboard, and it just leaves it perfectly, no defenders. Nice little tap in. Solid second goal.
Great teamwork as well there, just to remove the goalkeeper. Could be unsportsmanlike, but it wins the game. Well, wins games anyway. Maybe not this one just yet. As Meaty's now going to tap this down. No, he misses it. 2K? There we go. There he goes. He's doing a nice little spin derail. Now he's trying to get an aerial dribble. Zelfi off to the side. Meaty's going to get that first nice little tap down, but there's still nobody to attack that from Team Nicky. Burnwell United really have to get out of their own half. They just being self-destructive. It's wrong way. Woody gets it onto his own crossbar and Sky gets the goal anyway. Burnwell United just can't clear their lines.
Yeah, it was a good effort by Meaty there. Great little redirect. And Sky able to find the gap, going over both defenders. I think they're got to be happy with a 3-0 lead at this point, especially in the first game. Give them a bit of confidence.
And we've only just got halfway through this game as well, so still plenty of time for Burnwell United to do something. But they really have to pull their socks up soon because they've had 2 shots in the first 3 minutes. It's just not going their way at the moment. Wrong way Woody. He's going to start something with Burnwell, hopefully. 2K goes off. Meaty, nice little block on the edge of the box. To denying an attack on Sky's picking this up. Nice little chip over 2 players. Got a great chance here. He couldn't quite get the pick up, but it's now above the goal. It's a nice clear away by 2K again. Back up to the middle. Zelfi trying to get an attack going. Meaty, rather unclean hit, but it's above the goal again. Wrong way Woody missed it. Lovely pass out by Meaty, but Zelfi just couldn't get this shot off. And it's stopped very nice. Wrong way Woody. He's just taken out by his own teammate Alex. The British aren't doing particularly well this game, are they, Percy?
It seems to be a bit of a trend, I think, for us. But, you know, it's the first game. People tend to play a little bit more cautiously, as I said earlier. You know, try and get a bit of a feel for the other team's play and sort of adapt their play style going into the second game.
Yeah, I think that's Burnwell United need to start scoring or start adapting to see what they can do next time, because it's not looking good at the moment. Put it bluntly, as Zelfi gets, it's just going to run a bit wide. Wrong way Woody now picks up the ball, trying to get something going, goes past one, but Sky, nice big hit downfield. 2K is the only person back. He's just bumped out the way. Zelfi picks the ball up. Alex back there. He goes over Alex. Wrong way Woody, able to clear it up though. Now starting their own little counter. We just can't keep control of the ball. Sky back into the middle. Meaty, he hits it the wrong way. And now Burnwell United have a great chance to counter from this. Zelfi's on the ball though. He's taking it across his own goal. Rather risky. Wrong way Woody. It's just a bit too weak, but Alex is there to shoot. Alex completely fluffed it. That was such a great chance. He just let it go away. And with 30 seconds left, I think that's it for Burnwell.
That was a nice little goal from Meaty there. Yeah, upside down, gets the nudge over, leaving that just in awkward enough of a spot for Woody to be unable to get in the way. A little bit of a back and forth, but Meaty wins the 50-50 and follows it up for the 4th goal. 26 seconds left. I think it's plenty safe enough to say that this is going to be 1-0 to Team Nicky here.
Yes, I mean, it's just the amount of shots Burnwell United got out is 2. It's just they haven't really even got out of their own half, and when they have, they just no shots, no pressure on the Team Nicky goal. They haven't looked convincing in any way at all. In attack or defence, as Meaty's going out for another shot onto the backboard. Sky, he gets the slow one. Just so close. It's off the post. It didn't quite get there. But Team Nicky wins that first game 4-0. And Percy, what have Burnwell United got to do just to get back into this in the next game?
I mean, hopefully they've sort of learned where they need to try and stop Team Nicky, just to slow them down a bit, if nothing else, to try and give themselves some more opportunities on goal. I mean, you know, although they didn't have many shots, they did save a fair few shots themselves. You know, they've saved pretty much half of the shots that Team Nicky did take at them. So their defence isn't necessarily bad. I think they just needed to get a bit more pressure going to have some more opportunities on goal themselves.
Yeah, I think always the best defense is a good offense, as they say. And Burnwell United, they just didn't have the attack. And they tried to accept all this pressure from Team Nicky, but it didn't happen in the end. And just look at that, 13 shots to 2. That is a huge difference. And Burnwell United, they've really got to turn up some heat in the next game. And I'm looking for some good passing plays between this Team Nicky, Team Nicky as well. Because I think all their goals in that first game had an assist on them. So that shows they know where their team is and they know how to pass it to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we've seen that Meaty is more than capable in the air as well. So hopefully we get some interesting plays. So I think we're just about to get ready. Everyone's jumping in for the start of game number 2. It'd be interesting, as I say, to see if Burnwell United can step up this game.
Yes, indeed. But Alex, he wins the kickoff, but it's well, very nice. He falls to Zelfi. There's a big power hit straight down for Sky to pick it up, take it off the wall. Bounces off Meaty, trying to get on the end of it. Misses it a bit. Sky goes past wrong way. Woody trying to get a second touch. Ooh, good interception there by Alex, stopping something a bit dangerous there as Toki goes up again, trying to land on this ball. Maybe no. Zelfi gets there first. A lot of pressure coming out from Team Nicky again. Back in the middle. Meaty goes for the shot and gets the first goal. 25 seconds in.
Yeah, nice quick goal. Nice little tap to the backboard. Alex getting a bit of a weak hit. Zelfi able to pick that up, and Meaty just able to fly up and get a nice bit of power on that. As I say, goalkeeper committed a bit too late for that, and I think was faced in the wrong direction as well. Unfortunate, but you know, still 4.5 minutes left, so there is plenty of time for Burnwell to come back.
Yeah, and Alex there had a great shot on goal. Good save as well by Zelfi. And I think that's probably the best chance Burnwell United have. It's just gone when they catch the other team. That was a great dribble there by 2K. Alex trying to keep the pressure alive though. Back in the middle, Sky closing it down. 2K picks it up. Nice little pass out for wrong way Woody, who fluffs a shot just wide. Meaty missed it. Now Sky, big clear downfield. 2K's backtracking, should pick this up. He does, off to the side, trying to get some boost as well. He goes over Zelfi, very nice, but it's gone back towards Zelfi. Alex completely misses it. Very dangerous position as Meaty picks it up in the middle. Alex losing it, bounced for wrong way Woody, who just about clears his lines. And now 2K, oh, he tries to get past Zelfi, but Zelfi pinches it into the middle. Alex, nice power hit onto the backboard, but that was a booming pass by Sky straight off to Meaty. And that's those passing plays I was talking about earlier, Percy, as well.
Yeah, exactly. They're definitely very strong with their pass play. I think if Burnwell are going to get a bit more pressure going, they need to try and shut these bits of pass play and aerial play down early. It's just, I think they're just giving them too much time to have that control.
Yeah, it's just too much time, not enough pressure by Burnwell United. They need to start pushing their opponents. They're not really doing anything at the moment. Zelfi, nice little tap up for Sky. Sky powers it towards Meat. Oh, it's just off the post. Wrong way Woody. Now comes away the ball. 2K's got a great chance. Wrong way Woody just took it away from him. He had a great chance to get an attack off. Alex now trying to start something, but Sky comes in, steals the ball. Meaty now trying to get there, but wrong way Woody taps it out towards Alex. Alex, nice little pass back for 2K. 2K up towards Alex. Zelfi's going to intercept high up for Meaty. Meaty and Sky both going, and it's just a bit too much of one, not enough of the other, and it just runs wide. Alex now going to be taking us off the side, completely whiffs it, and we're halfway through this game. This has been an exceedingly messy game, Percy.
Yeah, it's completely different from both teams compared to what we saw in that first round. I don't know if it's a case of Team Nicky with how, dare I say,
power.
easily. Wow. Just us talking about whether they were feeling a bit of pressure.
That was
nice
a
equaliser. Yeah.
Lovely tap down by 2K. Wrong way Woody, he just comes in, powers that straight in to level the game up. And that was the first bit of good attack Burnwell United have had. I want to see more of that. Also, sorry for cutting off that version.
No, that's more than fine. But yeah, I agree with you. If they keep up the offence like that, you know, I'm sure they'll have no problem pulling ahead. But it does go to show that you can have the best defence in the world, but it only takes that one little push to be able to get a goal past even the best defensive teams.
But the attack is always better than the defence, because when you're attacking, you can make mistakes and you don't concede a goal. When you're defending, you make a mistake, you concede a goal, and it's suddenly down goals, and it gets all messy. But Meaty, lovely little tap into the goal. 2K picks it up, he tries to dribble past Sky. Sky, nice little bump off to the corner. Zelfi takes the shot. Woody, nice little pass out. Alex off to 2K. He hits it onto the backboard a bit wide though. Going to pick it up back into the middle. Very flat, but unfortunately there's nobody on the attack. Zelfi goes for... Oh, he just completely faked out Alex. Oh, poor Alex. And that is the Team Nicky 1-goal lead back.
Yeah, nice little self-pass up there to Sky. Zelfi, I don't know what Alex did there. Did he not have the boost to contest it? Did he think it was already over him? I'm not sure. It just seemed like he didn't react to that at all.
I think Alex was waiting for the hit, which just never came. But that was very close. It's 2K. Oh, Meaty. Nice little clear out as well. Early pressure from Burnwell United again. They're really going for this game, which I love to see. They're not just lying down and taking it. 2K now trying to go up the side. Big hit into the middle. Wrong way Woody. Nice little touch off to 2K again. Oh, that could have been an amazing pass fake. 2K couldn't get the shot off though. Zelfi comes away with the ball, just slowing it down slightly. Bro, it goes over wrong way. Woody. It should be picked up by 2K. Nice hit downfield. Blocked a bit by... I forgot. I've lost the player. Oh well. Anyway, Sky now on the ball. Wrong way Woody, clearing it away. And Alex letting the ball bounce very dangerously. Oh, got away with that a bit as Zelfi came flying in. 2K going for his dribbling aerial. Doesn't quite come off with 30 seconds left. Team Mickey are looking ever more convincing now as they pick up their third goal of this game. I think that just about makes it.
Yeah, they've got to be comfortable. I think something spectacular's got to happen for them to even, get the equaliser with 27 seconds. But with some of the very, very strange ways that the ball can bounce off of a good timed pinch, it's more than possible.
Let's say, Birmingham United, they're probably not going to win this game, but they take... Oh, that's so close. Alex got to pick this up here. They might win this game. I'm not going to say they won't yet. They're one goal back into it.
Yeah,
that's lovely. That's lovely following up by the entire Birmingham United team. It's just when your opponents make one save, you have to follow up with another shot. Keep taking out the defenders until there's nobody left, and just like that, Alex hits another goal. Alex now on the ball. He goes high onto the backboard. Meaty able to clear it before it gets to the 2K. Back in the middle. It's off the crossbar. Wrong way Woody. Just couldn't quite get on the end of it. And it's back across Sky. Nice little toe up. 2K. Pass it off to Alex. Alex. Wrong way Woody. He just took it away from the goal. And that's surely got to be on. Meaty just got to get it on the ground. It keeps up in the air. Alex. Zelfi completes this game. And Team Nicky win 4-0, 3-2. Not very convincing in that second game, but it was a great game anyway. Hershey, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, solid play from Team Nicky. It'll be very interesting to see what else they've got to give in the next round. Burnwell United, that last 20 seconds, that's the pressure that I think they needed to have been trying to put on the entire time. I think it's just a bit unfortunate for them that it took being 2 goals down with 30 seconds left for that to be able to come out of them.
It felt a bit like Birmingham United just maybe didn't play a warm-up game, and it took them a bit to come into it. And by then it was too late because Team Nicky had already run away with it. And I'm interested to see sort of who Team Nicky's going to play in the next round. I want to see somebody who's going to maybe not push them in their defence, but maybe makes a lot more saves. Because I think Team Nicky could struggle against a team with a very strong defence.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they are very aggressive in their play, at least from what we've seen so far. So it would definitely be interesting to see someone that can sort of put them through the paces a little bit more.
Indeed. And I think, I just think somebody who puts Team Nicky on the ropes could potentially win this tournament. So I'm not sure if Team Nicky's got the strength to win this tournament, but they're very, very decent, and they could potentially do unexpected things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with how many teams we see week in and week out, whether it be combinations of teams we've seen in the past or the same teams that come back time and time again, so many unexpected things can happen that it will be really, really interesting to see what happens further on in this tournament.
Yeah. And just a quick reminder, if you wish to donate $1 to the winners of this tournament, and potentially the runners-up, depending on how much we get, just do !Matcherino. You'll find the links and everything you need in that. Also, there's a little pop-up thing on stream, which you can see just to the right side. It has all the code and a bit more info if needed. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back very shortly with our next round match.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to round 2 of tonight's 3v3 tournament. This time we have Screwvat Esports versus quite possibly the favourites, Turtle Esport. What are your thoughts, Cornish?
Oh, yes, this is going to be a huge one. I think I've seen both these teams in the final. I think I might have potentially seen both these teams win it. I'm not sure. I'm definitely sure I've seen Turtle Esports win it. I'm probably wrong, but anyway. Turtle Esports are just one of the favourites, and they've been around the Rewind tournaments for a while. I mean, you got the guys like that. Rennie Reintier, he is one of my favourite players to watch. That German is just flying all over the place. He is amazing. And then you got... Is he? I thought he was German. Alright, apparently Rennie Reintier is French. I will confirm that later, but Screwvat Esports, they are Swedish. I know this because I checked earlier. And they are also very good. I'm pretty sure I've seen both these teams play before, but Turtle Esports are my favourite.
And I think on that note, we are ready to jump into this first game of the second round. Screwvat Esports versus Turtle Esport. And I have no doubt this is set to be a spectacular display.
Poison Wasp has just retracted his comment, which you could not hear, saying Rennie Rente is French because he is German. I was right, and Poison Wasp now is in incredible debt to me. But we are underway, and here we go. Jarmo, ooh, nice little fake by iMonk. Rennie Rente now picking this up. He's got reindeer antlers on as well. He's going for the full outfit. As Fabi takes it off to the side, back into the middle, and it's good. Oh, Warmlow gets the first shot, and it's off the backboard by Jarmo. And now Fabi trying to get it away, up high in the middle for Warlow to chase onto the backboard. Rennie Rente and iMonk just running straight to everything knows, and a triple commit coming out from Turtle Esports. Not a great start for them, but they finally just can't quite clear the lines of the moment. It's going back towards the goal. Rennie Rente, he gets the save and off to the side as well. Leaving a bit of pressure straight back into the middle. Jarmo, Screwbat Esports, great amount of attack right at the start. iMonk now pinching this down the wall. Off high for Jarmo to miss it. Rennie Rente, he's got a great chance here. He shoots, and it's just into the side. And Turtle Esports pick up the first goal.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate for Jarmo to miss that ball by, well, a tiny margin. But Rennie saw the opportunity there and just took it. And although it was quite close to being wide, it went in. And that's all that matters. With 4 minutes left, though, I'm sure Screwbat aren't worried.
It must be a painful Screwbat. They had all that early pressure, didn't get a goal. And then Turtle Esports just get a complete runaway goal. Rennie Rente, he's there to make another save on the goal line. Oh, and that's just off the top by a shot by Lindgren, cleared by Rennie Rente. He's still chasing this down. Nice 50-50 up high for iMonk, who's up there first. Not keeping it high up in the air. Lindgren trying to hit back downfield. Warlow's going to not get this one first. Rennie Rente keeps the pressure going if he can. Warlow, nice to clear downfield. Fabi off to the side. Huge hit by Lindgren. And now Rennie Rente trying to pick this up. He doesn't do it well though. Jarmo pinched with iMonk up high. Fabi gets there first, and Rennie Rente now has a great chance to attack. Jarmo taps it down. iMonk shoots. It's off the crossbar and a save by Warlow. Double touch there almost. Fabi now down towards Rennie Rente, who's just floating nearby the ball. Lindgren into the middle if he can. He can't. Warlow even is there to hit it back into the middle. Rennie Rente clearing it away again. And iMonk now starting this attack. This is end-to-end stuff at the moment, Percy.
Yeah, nice bit of back and forth, which is what I like to see. Again, though, fairly standard for the first round of 3. Both teams just taking that opportunity to get used to each other's play styles and see what they need to adapt coming into the second game.
iMonk had a huge chance there. It just came off the base of the post onto the underside of the crossbar and bounced out. So close to 2-0 up. As Warlow now back into the middle. Nice touch there. Rennie Rente getting a save and a nice big clear off to the side. Lindgren trying to keep it going, but Rennie Rente gets the touch. It's off for the middle. Oh, he just fakes it out. iMonk, oh, he couldn't get a save and he's demoed for it. Fabi back onto the backboard. Rennie Rente is up for this, and it's not going to creak across the line. Fabi tries to get back into the middle, but Warlow is able to clear it away. Now Jarmo trying to keep the attack going. Rennie Rente back down the other end to make another save. And now it's off to the side by iMonk. But Lindgren keeping the attack up. Warlow trying to get up there. But Rennie Rente all over the place, making a block in the air again. Fabi kind of clears it away with the help of Lindgren, but it's off to the side. Rennie Rente, big miss in the air. Jarmo, oh, he couldn't get a shot from Fabi. Oh, big demo as well by Fabi on Lindgren. iMonk now back down the side. We're 2 minutes left. This is a hectic game, Percy.
Yeah, nice bit of gameplay to be fair. And I think from what we've seen so far, a lot of 50-50s going in favour of Turtle time and time again. Which, you know, it's might be safe to say they don't really need it, seeing as they're in the lead, but it definitely makes things more interesting.
Yeah, Turtle. Oh, it was a great shot by Fabi. Say Turtle Esports are just willing to put their cars on the line just to block the ball and cancel out anything. As Fabi's going to hit this onto the backboard. Warlow takes it up high. He's got a good chance to clear this outfield. He does. iMonk gets the first. Not a great touch there. Lindgren picks it up. Stopped by Jarmo. Straight back to Lindgren. Goes past one. God, couldn't get the second touch. Rennie Rente pinched with iMonk all the way downfield. And now Lindgren leaves it for Warlow. Warlow, nice big touch downfield. Lindgren picks the ball up. Nice control. He goes over one. Fabi, nice clear out. And Rennie Rente goes up again, but it's an empty goal here. And Jarmo picks up the finish into that empty goal. I think that did need a bit of a redirect to get it there in time.
Yeah, nice little nudge by Fabi. We know what he was going for, but unfortunately Screwbat read that. Nice little jump up, knocked down into the box by Warlow. and Jamo was able to just get that nice little nudge. Unnecessary, but it solidifies the goal for a nice equaliser. Just under a minute to go. Still go either way very, very easily.
All that Screwvat pressure finally pays off as Fabi gets an amazing touch and off from Rennie Rainter, just faced it the wrong way, couldn't get it. Imunk now jumping off the side, trying to get a shot off, and he just missed it completely. And then Lindgren missed it completely as well. And Warlow on the ball, he tries to get past Rennie Rainter. He does. He cuts back across. Oh, he cut back too far. And Fabi was caught a bit short there, but he got away with it. And now Fabi is on the ball. It's a big hit downfield by Warlow again. And oh, Jamo couldn't get a shot from Rennie Rainter. Got there first in the end. 10 seconds left now. This is looking like overtime, but Warlow, oh, he couldn't come in. And Fabi gets the clear again. Turtle Esports, they're just surviving by the skin of their teeth at the moment. Jamo lets this touch down to the ground, and we have our first overtime, Percy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty solid game. When you've got an overtime in the first game, it shows you that both teams, they're not sort of sitting back, they're not perhaps trying to feel out each other, just getting ready for that second game. They've both come in committing to everything they're doing. I mean, Screwvat's offensive plays so far have been great, but Turtle's defense have been more than capable of dealing with everything that they've had thrown at them so far.
Yeah, so far, only the one goal lit in by Turtle Esports, but it's also the same for Screwvat Esports as we have the game at 1. Always Jamo, big hit downfield onto the backboard. Fabi clears it off to the side. Rennie tips it over one player. Jamo gets it back in the middle, taking 2 Turtle Esports players out at the time, and that's 3 against 1. Imunk's the only player there. And it was just Warlow took too much time, and the entire Turtle Esports defense is back there as Fabi clears it off again. Oh, big block there as well by Fabi on Warlow. Imunk now a nice little tap down, but Jamo is there. Imunk clears it away again. Rainter is now going to come away with the ball, but Screwvat is just not letting them go anywhere, not letting Turtle Esports out of their half as Fabi off to the side again. But Lindgren gets the first. Rainter, nice predictive save. Jamo touched it down for Warlow, but Fabi comes in, and now Fabi's on the ball. He tips it over one. It's onto the backboard. Warlow's there first. He pinches it off. Oh, Rennie Rainter mistouches it off to Lindgren. Imunk trying to get it back in the middle. Warlow tips up. Jamo goes up there first. And Fabi touched it back to the middle. Rennie Rainter's waiting. Rennie Rainter goes. Oh, Lindgren clears it away just in time. And 1 minute 36. The tension is really rising, Percy.
Yeah, it's always nice when overtime drags on a little bit. I think it's always nice to give the teams a little bit of pressure. Definitely brings out the best in them at times.
Yes, this Turtle Esports attack has lost its due course. I feel as Screwvat gearing up for another attack. It's pinched. Oh, Imunk, he makes a save. Fabi's got to get this onto his own backboard. He does. He makes it there. We're up to 2 minutes of overtime. Imunk starts this attack off. Lindgren is waiting to go. Imunk lets it land. Picks up boost. Lindgren now just off Warlow, who goes past Rennie Rainter. Lindgren now letting the ball land, hits it out for Warlow, but Imunk is there. Nice little tip. But Jamo shoots. Oh, it's just straight to the ground for Rennie Rainter. Warlow going for the second shot, but Fabi is back in time and make the save. And we've almost played an extra 50% of a game now. We're at 2 minutes 30 seconds of overtime. And it just looks like there's no end to it, Hershey.
Yeah, it's very strong display of offense and defense from both teams. Wow, that was something special. They just got away with that.
That air dribble and then the save onto the underside of the crossbar. It doesn't get closer than that. And we're almost at 3 minutes overtime. Fabi powers it under the crossbar and he gets Turtle Esports that win in the first game. Second game. First game.
First game of the second game, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Warlow, see what he tried to do, get it off the sidewall for one of his teammates to jump up for it, but got beaten to it, and it cost them the game.
That was an epic first game of this round. Turtle Esports picking up a 2-1 overtime win, and that overtime lasted over 3 minutes. Just look at the shots from both teams there. Screwvat Esports, 16 shots for 1 goal. That's some insane defense by Turtle Esports. I mean, Turtle Esports, they had 9 shots. That's not exactly a few amount of shots. It is when you compare it to Screwvat, but still, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose to some extent, not only does it show how capable Turtle Esports are of defending, but it shows you how dominant Screwvat can be when they're on that offensive line of play.
Turtle Esport is such an appropriate name for that team's playstyle. They just go into the shell in defense and they just don't let the other team through. And it's just 15 shots by Screwvat didn't go in the goal. That is ridiculous. But they're here again at the goal, and Rennie Rangers is able to clear this away. Start a counter-attack now as Warlow's just shadowing him off. Has Rennie Rangers off into the middle. Iman goes for the shot. Just onto the backboard above the far post. Lindgren taking the boost under the ball control, but Rennie Rangers back into the middle. Lindgren pass off to Jarmo. Jarmo, big hit downfield. And Iman's just going to bicycle kick it all the way back downfield, and he's chasing this one now. He demos Jarmo, taking out the game for a bit, and Lindgren tries to pinch with Warlow, just goes straight off to the corner. Rennie Rangers, big clear to the halfway line. Iman, nice little tap down for Rennie. Rennie pinches it into the middle, all three. Screwvat Esports players were there to clear it away, and it's off to the sideboard again. As a minute in, and this game is under the exact same sort of pressure it was in that last game. Just two teams battling it out.
Yeah, I think it's quite nice when the games go like this. It does show that both teams are perhaps more equal at times than it might otherwise look. I mean, you do tend to see that the first game usually tends to go very heavily in favour of one team or the other. But having these back and forth like this shows that both teams are just as capable as each other of winning.
That was a huge bounce off the top corner. Fabi now comes away, but he takes off the side. Lindgren back in, well, clearing it away. Rennie Rangers back into the middle. Warlow, big clear downfield. That's it. The amount of times these two teams have played each other, they never have a first game anymore. They know exactly what the other team's going to do. They know exactly what the other team's play style is. And they just do what they do best and just fight it out. Lindgren, just beaten to it by Fabi. And Imonk takes it away from Rennie Rangers. It's passed to Fabi in the end as Imonk should know Fabi's going for this. No, they both leave it as Warlow's now back onto the backboard. And Lindgren takes a shot at the empty goal and he hits the crossbar. That was a huge chance. I don't think they're going to get a better chance than that, Percy.
Yeah, an open goal and able to just launch it like that. I mean, that was nearly slipped through both defenders by Warlow as well, but unable to get the power that he would have wanted on that.
Ooh, big demo by Rennie on Lindgren. I think we call him Lindegaard. I don't know. Lindgren anyway. Imonk now back onto the backboard. Rennie Rangers closing this one down. Gets it past two Screwvat Esports players. Imonk into the middle for Fabi. Fabi doesn't get there first as Warlow clears it off for Jarmo. Jarmo, nice little a touch off into the middle. He Tupperwared it. That's what I'm going for. As Imonk hits it back into the middle. Fabi. Bit of a soft touch as Jarmo is not going to get this first onto the sideboard. Warlow touched it onto the wall past Rennie. Imonk's going to pick this one up maybe. No, he picks up boost. And it's Jarmo who goes for the aerial but misses in the end. And Imonk now on the ball, trying to get back into the middle. We've only got 2 minutes left of this game, and it's looking like we're going to get another overtime at this rate.
Yeah, no, I'm completely with you. But, I mean, even if only one goal is scored, we've seen more than enough games where that's all that makes the difference. So as you were saying, you know, Turtle can have that really strong defense, but if only one slips through the net like it very nearly did for Screwvat there, that can be the end.
That was a huge chance again by Turtle Esports. Neither of these teams have taken the chances they had. And just look at the shots compared to last time. So both teams down on shots. Screwvat Esports only 3 shots at the moment compared to Turtle Esports 2 shots. And it hasn't been a passive game either. Just both teams can't get the chances being built as Fabi's now going to empty goal for aim for, and he misses it again. Lindgren now back downfield. Rennie Rangers trying to get it back into the middle. Fabi's going to chase this one. Warlow's going to get there first. Off to Imonk. Fabi, couldn't quite get the touch in the middle. And we enter this 1 minute remaining time mark, and still neither team can break this deadlock. Warlow hits it off through Lindgren. Warlow's picking this back up now. Goes under Fabi in the end, really. Warlow's going to try and get into the middle. Imonk able to clear it away. Rennie Rangers off to the side, past Jarmo, who missed it rather straight onto the backboard by Lindgren. Warlow's there waiting. Warlow just couldn't get a good shot off, and it's off to the sideboard. Fabi's got a great chance to get a counter-attack going, but he misses the ball a bit, and Warlow, not Warlow, Lindgren passes out to Jarmo, who passes it to Warlow, back to Lindgren, couldn't get a shot off, or a pass off to Warlow. Rennie Rangers clears it again. There's 20 seconds left now. I can't see either team breaking this deadlock, Percy.
No, the way they're going on with 15 seconds left as well, I think we're definitely looking at going into overtime unless something can happen here. Very nearly, but tipped over to the crossbar. 5 seconds left. I think we're definitely going to need a lucky little pinch here, or a nice bit of aerial play. At least something to stop it touching down. And there we go. Overtime, game 2 of round 2.
You can tell this game is going to end in a moment of brilliance or a moment of madness. And iMonk trying to get that shot off, and Jamo clearing it away. Rennie Reindeer trying to get onto the backboard. Warlow, nice little clear away from his own backboard. Fabi passes it on to Rennie. Oh, he just misses it again. They can't get their shots on target. iMonk back into the middle. Nice little touch by Lindgreen down to Warlow. Fabi keeps it on the wall, trying to tap it out for Rennie maybe. Rennie gets there. Again, iMonk's going up for this, rather risky. It's his last guy back. Counter-attack time for Screwbat Esports. Warlow goes onto the backboard. Rennie's got to get this. Oh, he misses it. No. Oh, Warlow. What Rennie? It was iMonk. What a save. Rennie makes another save. iMonk and Rennie just picked up the Saviour medals from just like one moment almost. Ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. And there we go, though. That does show that Screwbat, although under pressure, they're still capable of absolutely bombarding the other team with shots.
Nice little touch by iMonk down to Rennie, but it didn't come off, and that's pinched off for Rennie. It's onto the backboard. iMonk's going up for the shot, just off wide. Rennie gets it back into the middle, but Lindgreen has now got a one-on-one with Fabi. He's got help from Jamo. Nice defense by Fabi, though. Cancels it out, and it's trying to pass it off, but Jamo's the one he passes it to. iMonk onto the side again. Lindgreen back into middle. Warlow chasing this one. Warlow gets the shot off Rennie. Risky touch upfield. iMonk now hits it almost directly up again. Rennie passes down to Fabi. Gets this cross into the middle, and it misses the ball again. Trying to get that boost pinched back into the middle. Lindgreen and Warlow double committing for that one a bit. iMonk's a bit risky here. Taps it back down as Lindgreen's going to pick it off. Nice little cut across as well. It's up for Jamo. Couldn't get there first. Fabi clears it back away. We're at almost another 2-minute overtime again, Percy. This is ridiculous now.
I love it when we have overtimes like this, and there it is. Not making that 2-minute, but Screwbat take the overtime 1-0 with an impressive little play. Nice little touch from Jamo, dropping it perfectly for Lindgreen.
Oh, that goal's all in the assist by Jamo there. Great little touchdown, just moving the defence a bit to where he wanted it to go by that little touch. And Lindgreen, he just powers it straight into the back of the net, doing the easy thing. It's just shooting and scoring. Looks so impressive, and that's such a great team play as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's safe to say that Turtle Esports, they were looking at trying to get that a little bit earlier before Jamo had a chance to actually tap that down, but it looked like the first defender didn't quite get there, and the second was just a little bit too far behind to be able to get in the way of the shot.
Yeah. In that last game, Turtle Esports, the only times they really looked weak is when they went full out for the attack, where their third man came up and went for the attack, and then they looked really rushed in defence. And that's what happened in the end for Screwbat to equal the series up to 1-0. It's a best of 3, so now this game is winner takes all. Neither team is going to want to go out at this point, because they are both so good, and they both won this tournament. Oh, and it's just going to creep in by Fabi. Warlow, I think it was, he just flew by. Such a shame.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate to concede a goal like that. So slow, it just floats in. It's one of those where from the wrong angle, it can almost look like it's either going to hit the crossbar or it's going to float wide, and it can be so difficult to work out whether or not you really do need to jump for that or not. And in this case, it turns out that they did. Unfortunate to concede a goal so early, but again, with over 4 minutes left to play, there's still plenty of time for Screwbat to be able to pull it back.
What a touch by Rennie Reindeer. iMonk, he gets the shot off, but John's there to make the save. Fabi out to Rennie. High tempo plays by the Turtle Esports team. Rennie back into the middle. It's going to creep in, but Lindgreen's there to clear it away. Only as far as iMonk pitched off, and Fabi's why is he going to leave this one? Jamo puts it onto the backboard. Warlow couldn't get the touch, and Jamo, he tips it towards goal, but Rennie's able to clear it away. And now Lindgreen's under a lot of pressure from Fabi here. Takes it off to the corner. A nice little clear downfield is done. Now starting a Screwbat Esports attack as Rennie now hits it back downfield, back into the middle by Warlow. It's just being bumped a bit by Rennie. Takes him out of position slightly. Screwbat Esports, they're doing their best to get a counter attack in. They're just not quite getting these shots off at the moment, Percy.
Yeah, they are trying, and I think both teams are absolutely giving it everything they've got at this point. Nice little demo, but not sure how helpful that was.
Yeah. Oh, Rennie, he gets the shot off as well.
Wow.
He gets demoed, but it does not matter. Monk picks up maybe a bit of a steal, but it does not matter. Tell Esports, they're 2-0 up now. This is the most goals a single team scored in a game so far for
Yeah, absolutely.
these two teams. So 2 goals is a huge margin against, well, when these two are playing.
Yeah, it really is. And it was a nice little goal as well. iMonk won that little 50-50 mid-air. The demo, even though, you know, they got the solid hit on the ball before getting demoed, which is both fortunate and unfortunate, I suppose, if you look at it that way. In that it was fortunate for Turtle in that it got the ball there, but it was unfortunate for Screwvat as it meant they had a player out of position.
But now we're back to this game, and iMonk is going to take this one out of the air. Nice little touchdown to Fabi, but he just missed it slightly. Jamo trying to build an attack, miss it slightly. Running Reindeer gets there first, and it's back downfield. Warlow picks it up inside his own box. Weak touch into the middle. Fabi takes a long shot. Warlow's able to save it off toward Lindgren, who missed it. Jamo's going to let it bounce over him, takes it under control, pass to Warlow. Rennie Reindeer perfectly read there, takes the ball away. Lindgren, huge hit back downfield, and Fabi's going to pick this one up. We're almost at our halfway mark as well. The Turtle Esports team, they're playing so aggressive this game. All of them picked up 2 shots each. That is a complete difference from the last 2 games.
Yeah, I think they've definitely seemed to have taken a bit of a leaf out of Screwvat's book, in that they just seem to be bombarding the opposition's goal with shots, and it seems to be working out for them so far.
Yeah, I think the big difference is they got that first foot off, and then when you can get there first before your opponents, you start pushing them back, and then it's harder to get out of your box, and they're just not letting Screwvat Esports attack, and that's why they're picking up so many shots and then winning 2-0 really. They need to keep that up and keep Screwvat Esports in their own half. There's a big fake by Rennie Reindeer. iMonk goes up for the shot, misses it. It's now just going to creep in. Oh, what a touch by iMonk to get that going the right way.
Yeah, that was very nicely controlled. Just comes off the wall, tiniest little tap to drop onto his wheels to be able to knock it in past the open net.
I mean, that touch there, he jumped, hit it the wrong way and towards goal, and he somehow gets away with that. And just, I couldn't even think about doing that in the game. And iMonk's there just doing it. It's amazing to see. And that's Turtle Esports 3-0 up. And that's a huge margin for Screwvat Esports to come back from now, especially since they're running out of time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've seen them, we know that they are capable of coming back from being behind, but I think with the amount of pressure that Turtle have been putting on them this time, I don't think it's likely.
Yeah, but we're getting close to that last minute. iMonk is on the attack, trying to keep this going. Off into the middle, Warlow's able to clear it away. Off to Jamo, couldn't get the direction quite good enough. Lindgren trying to get us back in the middle, but he missed it. Now iMonk's got a great chance here to get an attack going. 2 defenders in front of him, but the one behind him was one he didn't see. Rennie Reindeer now passes it off to Fabi. Off into the corner, Lindgren chasing it, getting it out to Warlow. Up high, iMonk back down to the side. And Rennie Reindeer, nice clear, leaving some pressure. As we're getting close to that 30-second mark now, just time ever eeping away for Screwvat Esports.
I think to some extent it would be not necessarily better, but I think Turtle can afford to sit back, relax, and maybe just have a bit of fun with Screwvat. You know, just get a few passing plays around, and just, I suppose, warm up some of the things that they might need to put into practice in later rounds.
Maybe I'm not sure if there are going to be many more difficult games or games more difficult than playing Screwvat Esports. Just Lindgren missed the shot there. The 3 goals up with almost 10 seconds left. This has surely got to be it. Oh, great chance for 4. Rennie Reindeer couldn't quite get it in. There he goes. There's the 4th. He missed his first chance and then backed out of it. And then he came all the way back across. He's like, oh, I can get this. Oh, didn't quite get it. I'll have another go. He gets it on the 3rd try.
Yeah, it's always awkward when, as a defender, you're in that position, trying to work out where they're going to try and hit it. But when you're so low on resources, and at such a strange angle to not be able to actually jump directly in the way of it, it can be so hard to read at times. But I think combining that with the fact that it's 3-0 and there's 7 seconds left, you have to wonder whether it's just a case of why bother trying anyway.
That was a great game just to watch. Turtle Esports winning 2-1. 2 of those games were in overtime. Screwvat taking the middle game, Turtle Esports winning that first game in overtime. It really could have gone either way, but I feel like Turtle Esports winning that 3rd game as dominantly as they did shows that they are the better team for this one, Percy.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, that would have been a game that would have been impressive to watch even at the semi-final or even final stage. So to see if that's what's being capable of Turtle Esports at this point, to see what they're going to be able to put out next round and maybe even in the final round if they make it all the way, I'm looking forward to seeing what more they've got to give.
Oh, I would put money on Turtle Esports reaching the finals. Well, they've been there many a time. They know how to get there, and they know how to win once they've got there as well. So they are just the big favourites for this one, I feel, especially now that they've beaten Screw Out Esports. Almost their big rivals.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. It's I suppose to some extent it's almost kind of sad that two of the best and most, I suppose, supported teams in the tournament meet so early. But it's got to be relieving for some of the other teams in the tournament, knowing that one of the biggest threats has been knocked out so early on as well.
It's like when the teams check the bracket and they go, okay, Turtle Esports and Screw That are in the same half. That means I don't have to play either of them and I can get to the final. That's like a dream come true for any team in the other half of the bracket. Because those two teams, especially at this tournament, are just titans. They are very difficult to beat. And if you would wish to donate to a titan that is going to win this tournament, use the exclamation mark on Matcherino to find the links to everywhere that you need. Also, there's a little pop-up on the side that has a little bit extra information and the code you need to donate that $1 free. And potentially, if you wish to donate any more, we'll be very kind and read out your name and say thank you very much. Anyway, we'll be back very soon with our next round match. So stay around, guys. It's going to be a great one.
And here we are, game number 3 of tonight's 3v3 tournament. We have the late ones versus a Clo, a Tedder, and an unknown that for the sake of our own selves, we will just refer to as CTU so we can actually say a sentence before tripping over our words by trying to say their full name.
Yep, CTU, made up of Cloaky, Tadar, one of my favourite names, and Unknown. It's a Belgium, a British, and a French. Great mixture of nations in that one. And the late ones, made up of Zephynox, Hunter Sky, and H20. Two British and a Portuguese there. We don't see many Portuguese players, so it's great to see them out in this tournament. And I think my money is just on CTU because they have Tadar playing for them. It's just my favourite name.
Fair enough. You know what? I think I'm inclined to agree with you on that one. And I think we are ready for the teams to join, and we'll see if your prediction's correct.
Yeah. Wait, you agreed with me that Tadar's my favourite name?
Well, that they're gonna do well.
All right.
Because of that.
Yep. If you want to win this tournament, just name yourself Tadar. That's the best way to do it. But the players are in. Tadar lines up for the kickoff against Zephynox. And we're just waiting for the countdown to start, which is... There we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're away. Tadar and Zephynox going for this kickoff. Tadar, nice big position advantage as Hunter Sky off to Unknown. Tips it into the middle. H20 taps it down for Unknown. It's not on the same team. Onto the backboard. Oh, Cloaky just misses the shot. He should have gone for the other post. Hunter Sky been taken out by a CTU player. Zephynox now on the ball, hitting it off to Hunter Sky. Couldn't get that little touch into the middle. Cloaky's just going to take this past Hunter Sky. Tadar's going to pick it up on the wall. Start using that Batmobile as well. Cloaky off to the side. H20 back into the middle. Tadar's now going to pick this up off the roof. Hunter Sky misses it. Zephynox, oh, that's an awkward touch. Just gets it away in time, and Unknown takes up a demo. This is a very nervy start so far.
Yeah, solid start from both teams, but
Ooh.
one slipping through the defense.
I think it's a better start by one team than the other. It's H20. He's gone flying from the halfway line. Just straight down the middle, smashes it into the back of the net. And CTU's defense, they have found a leak in it. And the late ones find themselves a goal up. Unknown now going to not be picking it up. And H20 back in the middle. Tadar. No, he missed it. And H20 goes for a second goal. And that was a big problem for CTU now. They found another leak in their goal.
Yeah, that was a very nice little nudge up onto the... H20 very, very patient before dropping down on that ceiling. Feels like he left it really, really late, and it worked out in his favour.
Oh, those Tarzan swing shots are just so annoying for me. So can't quite predict where the player's going to like swing up or just swing at all. It's really confusing to me. But we're just over a minute in, and the late ones find themselves 2 goals up. And my Tadar prediction is not looking great. Come on, Tadar. We need to pull your socks up, man. Sorry, go ahead, Percy.
That was a great little effort. It was definitely on target. That touch definitely needed to push over the crossbar.
Yes, indeed. And now we're getting close to the 2-minute mark, as that was very close by Unknown. Tadar, H20 just fighting off in the middle. Oh, Unknown, he pinched it off the top of Hunter Sky. And CTU back in this one.
Yeah, looks like he just knocked it off the wall to pass that into the centre for his teammate, but Unknown was paying a bit more attention to it, dived in and beat the defender to it. Easy goal. It's nice to be a goal away from equalising,
That 1 goal deficit didn't last long for CTU. They now find themselves with a 2-goal deficit, and that kickoff got by Hunter Sky. And that was straight up the kickoff player's fault for CTU. He just went round the wrong side of the ball. Hunter Sky powered it straight down the middle. That's just an easy goal.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate when that kind of play happens, but you know, it's with how many different strategies and techniques people have for taking kickoffs, it's bound to happen once in a while.
Just my strategy is just hit it as hard as possible and hope for the best. As Cloaky hits it onto his own crossbar. Zephynox back into the middle. Tadar takes it over H20. Cloaky back down field. Unknown trying to chase this one. Zephynox is off to the side. Cloaky back into the middle. Hunter Sky bumped again. He always seems to be the one that's bumped when he's in goal. Tadar trying to get the attack going again, but H20 Hits off to Zephyrnix, taps it down for Hunter Sky. Cloaky had to get that one. Tadar misses it again. Tadar is not wearing the right socks today, I feel. He's just not playing 100%. Missing plenty of shots, but unknown. Trying to keep this going. Tadar onto the backboard. Hunter Sky clears it away off to the side. Cloaky picks this one up, trying to get across into middle. H20 gets a touch on it. Tadar onto the backboard. Unknown goes up for the shot, and that is a great worked goal by CTU.
Yeah, that's a beautiful bit of pass play. Cloaky tried to push it centre, but deflected by the defender, but Tadar still able to get up and get the subtlest of touches on, dropped it nicely off the crossbar, and Unknown able to get in position and dunk it.
Yeah, Tadar has pulled up his socks for that one. That was a great assist onto the backboard. He's back on the ball again. H20 pressuring him though. Is it off into the middle? Hunter Sky just over him as Unknown hits it off to the other side. H20 relieving pressure back down the middle. Cloaky back up the side, tries to get his touch in the middle. It's off the roof. Tadar's up there. He gets a shot on target. No, it's H20 who picked up the save. And Unknown flying in. What a pass to Tadar. I'm not sure if that was meant, but it worked.
Yeah, let's have another look. Double commit there, knocked it right up into the ceiling. Unknown able to get the tiniest little nudge, and Tadar able to cross it back across goal into the bottom corner.
I'm just going to say that Unknown is either a god or that was an accident, because I can't see how you'd have that much control when you came flying in with so much speed like that. But either way, that was a great pass by Unknown. Now it's a big hit downfield by Cloaky. Tadar to chase. Zephyrnix is waiting though. Unknown back into the middle. Hunter Sky using all his boosts to get up there, but Unknown steals the ball away. Tadar missing it again completely as Cloaky hits it into the middle. Tadar's waiting. He taps it down for Cloaky to pick that up. And Tadar, he might not be scoring, but he is feeding players today.
Yeah, nice little 1-2 there. Beautiful little touch off the side of the Batmobile. Cloaky able to just cannon it into the goal. I think Tadar must have been listening, because he's picked his socks up. You know, he's pulled himself together, providing those great setups.
Yep, Tadar has pulled his socks up past knee level. He is playing well now. Hunter Sky back downfield. Tadar off to the side. He's now going to get this as well, as there's no pressure on him at the moment, but he completely misses it as well. Unknown out on the ball, picking up boost, but it's only gone as far as Zephyrnix. Cloaky back into the middle. H20 off to the side. And just nobody waiting there for it as Unknown and Cloaky pinch it off downfield. And it's Zephyrnix who's waiting back to the middle. Tadar takes the shot. Unknown's waiting to tap it down. Cloaky goes for the shot off the crossbar. Oh, these passing plays are so good by CTU, but that one just didn't quite come off.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Good bit of defensive work, but it goes to show that sometimes it's not all about having to come off the ball at a strange angle or off the ceiling. Just a few little light nudges back and forth can be more than enough to get past some really strong defense.
Oh, Cloaky picking up the save on that one a bit. As he now goes back downfield. Tadar is... Oh, wow. He almost got away with that one. Tadar was like, that was a predictive block. That's the only way I can really describe that. But Hunter Sky just goes wide. And now, this has got to be it. Game one has got to be there for CTU. After 2 goals down, they are going to win this one 4-3. And that was an awesome game.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate at the end for the late ones. Looked like a double commit onto that ball off the backboard, with the first of the 2 players going through it, missing it by not a whole much. They were very, very close to it. I think the second player wasn't quite ready for the first player to miss, and I think the third player just over-invested into it. Not that it made a difference, but at that point, it's definitely worth throwing everything at it and just hoping for the best.
That first game was all about 2 halves as well. The first half, all about the late ones. There was so much power, so much pace. They got that 2-goal lead, 3-1 up. And then CTU, they started grinding away and working them down. And the end, CTU won by a goal, but they almost finished with the same amount of shots. And it's just 2 very even teams. I just got no idea who's going to win this one. As Tadar goes up for a shot, and Zephyrnix is able to clear it away. It wasn't a great shot by Tadar anyways. Unknown tries to get back into the middle. Now Cloaky's going to pinch just one back up to Tadar as they're flying. And now it's a 3-against-1 attack. Cloaky, the last man back, but he's able to get there. Stop the late one's attack. Unknown. Back into the middle. Zephyrnix off the ball, bounces over Cloaky. Now it's a great chance for the late ones to attack again, but Tadar able to clear it away. Hunter Sky, doesn't get the pass off, and now Unknown trying to chase down Zephyrnix. Zephyrnix going for the aerial pass to Hunter Sky. Off to the corner, Unknown just going to pick this one up, pass it out to Cloaky. Not the cleanest of touches, and H20 capitalizes on that one. We're at the minute mark as well now, and from two teams who had so many shots in that previous game, no shots in this first minute.
Yeah, I think both teams are starting to get a bit more used to each other's play styles. They've definitely adapted to the onslaught that CTU were able of constantly being able to push towards them the last time around, but they're still getting some very, very good bits of play, some nice passing going, so I think it's only a matter of time before one slips through.
There we go, we've just had 2 shots from the late ones as well, starting to build up this pressure. And I think the main reason why we're not seeing too many shots at the start of this game is both teams are playing quite a high defensive line, and it just wasn't breaking at the time. But Hunter Sky, he didn't get that shot off, and it goes out rather like 90 degrees off the way he wanted it to go. That wasn't a great touch at all. That's Cloaky now hits it down for Unknown to get on the end of, but Hunter Sky, that's pinched off, and that is heading very close to goal, just off the post. That was a very close one. Would have been very unfortunate for CTU. H20 clearing this one away. Hunter Sky trying to pick it up. Cloaky trying to get back in the middle. Zephyrnix clearing it away. Oh, Tadar, what a pass to Unknown. And H20 there with a predictive save as well. Already flying. Great stuff to see, but Unknowns gets their first. Oh, what a touch over the keeper.
Yeah, nice little pop-up by Tadar. Hunter Sky unable to clear it away. Cloaky able to just get in the way. And Unknown getting just enough height to tip it over the goalkeeper before he could save it. Unfortunate way to concede that first goal, but you know, from CTU's point of view, it's got to be a nice confidence booster, if nothing else, at this point.
Yeah. All goals are good goals when your team scores them. As Zephyrnix is now on the ball. Cloaky comes out for an aggressive defence. Hunter Sky, passes it off to Cloaky, not the aggressive touches. Cloaky trying to get a pass off to Unknown in the middle, maybe no, but Zephyrnix starts his counter-attack. Great pass to H20. Unknown picks this ball up, now it's a complete runaway goal, and the late one's defence was just, well, there's no defence there at all.
Yeah, double commit to the centre there. Unknown just barges in and says, I'll have that. 2-0.
H20 there, he was the furthest guy back, and he was the one on the ball for the late ones. That's very aggressive play, and it just didn't come off for them that time, and it's probably overall percentages that won't come off for them most of the time. As Zephyrnix now off into the corner, gets a second touch on it. Cloaky into the middle. H20, our shot goes just a little high. Tadar gets a nice little redirect downfield, relieving some pressure. Hunter Sky, nice little touch into the middle, but Tadar is there, put it on the backboard. He's going for that second touch. Oh, he's just missed it. Cloaky picks it up anyway. And hey, was that H20 just said, oh, he's having a shot, I'll just leave the goal? No, it was Hunter Sky, so I'm off, see ya.
And then tap it. Simple, plain and simple, but it's always beautiful, isn't it? Just a nice little tap.
CTU using that Tadar power of his amazing name. Just like magic. At the end you say, Tadar. I'm sorry.
I think you might have ruined the magic for him there, the way that one went in. Nice little off the wall by Zeph, able to force it into the corner. Unknown nearly able to, but it looks like it hit the wheels of his car and that just dragged it into the goal with him.
Yeah, the late ones, they got this goal, they got a goal back. They need to pile on a bit more pressure though. Still 2 goals down, and this CTU team knows how to play. Zephyrnix touches it off to the side. X-Hunter waiting there for it. Doesn't get to pass Cloaky there. Cloaky, nice little bit of aerial skill. Jump onto the wall. Tadar punts it downfield. Cloaky trying to get into the middle, but it's Zephyrnix who hits it back down. Unknown off to the side for Tadar to tap it back down for Unknown, who, he hits the post. Tadar is just feeding his team. He is the ultimate assister. I think I just invented a new word there, but it does not matter because Zephyrnix gets a very fortunate goal.
Yeah, nice little boost pickup and dolphins it past the one defender, bounces off of Tadar right into his path, and that puts it right on target. Nice little angle to get, even if accidental.
That's the one where you just spam calculators in the chat. It's like, I meant to do that. That was all me.
Absolutely.
Unknown going for a shot there, and Zephyrnix off to the side. H20 leaving it for Zephyrnix to pick up. Oh, and it's pinched off again. If Cloaky wasn't there, that would have been another fortunate goal for late ones. Tadar back into the middle, keeping the pressure on this goal. Hunter and Cloaky just sort of faking out each other a bit, but H20 now comes away with the ball. Tadar backtracking a bit. Nice control, takes it up the wall, takes it past H20. He's got an attack going, but he's lost control of the ball. And now Zephyrnix is 1v2, but Hunter Sky is trying to come in. And H20 flying in, gets across into the middle. Cloaky's able to clear it away. Tadar was there, he might have just been demoed by Zephyrnix. And with 30 seconds left, that's what the late ones need to do. They start taking the CTU players out of rotation. Zephyrnix now hits it on downfield. Cloaky nicely back upfield. Tadar, oh, didn't quite get the touch he wanted. Hunter Sky picks this ball up. Cloaky is just waiting for him, passes it out in the middle for Tadar. H20 misses it. Now Tadar's going to pick this one up. Goes over to Zephyrnix. Oh, this has got to be it for Tadar. He just needs to find his target somehow. He leaves it for unknown. Very sportsmanlike. Great pass by Tadar. Full team plays.
Nice. Yeah, nice little dink over the one defender. I think he thought he was going to go straight up after it, but he just left it and just went underneath. Nice little centre. And then no turtles it into the goal.
With 2 seconds left, that has got to be it for the late ones. They have played a great part in this match. But CTU are deserved winners. From coming down from 2 goals down in that first game, and then winning this second game in some great style. Look at those goals, some of the great goals as well. Look at that unknown 6 shots. That's more than the entire late ones team.
Yeah, again, absolute onslaught. I think, as you were saying earlier, at the start of that first game, Tadar needed to pull his socks up. I think it's safe to say that this winter his knees are not going to be cold.
Oh, I like that. Tadar, he doesn't score goals for his team, but he creates so many goals from just things you didn't believe could be created. It's just like little touches down, little passes, just so intricate, so amazing to watch. Tadar, he might be the lowest scoring player on his team, but he's the MVP of this match, I feel.
Yeah, no, I can't agree with you more on that. Some of the, I mean, as you can see, they won 4-2. 3 goals for Unknown, 1 for Cloaky. Cloaky and Tadar taking a 50-50 split of those assists.
Actually, that's the other thing that's about CTU. It's just every goal they score has an assist on it. That means every goal they play, every goal they score is just some extreme passing angle which takes the defense completely by surprise, completely out of place, and it's so hard to defend against. And that's where the late ones really suffered, because CTU was just too good in attack. And they potentially could be the people you donate money to through Matcherino. There we go, got it away. And you can find out how to do that by doing !Matcherino in chat. I do believe all the codes, the free $1 codes, have gone, but that means that we have a great prize pool for the finalists of this tournament, and we shall be there. We shall be there very soon. But first, we got the semi-finals coming up. So we will see you at those semi-finals very soon.
So
And here we are in the semi-final of tonight's three, where we have Turtle Esport versus Gfinity Weight Room. Cornish, what are your thoughts?
Well, there has to be a Gfinity weight room, and I think Turtle Esports are probably going to be in that waiting room because Turtle Esports, they had to be the favourites of this one. They overcame Screwback Esports in that great 2v1 match where 2 of the games went to overtime, and they're just so powerful and they're just full of strong players.
So, who do you think? Where's your money? If you had to place, your life savings, you've got £17, 13 pence in your pocket. Where do you put it?
I put it in the bank and invest it because that is the wise choice.
Well, I would ignore your advice and I'd put it on Total Esports.
So would I.
I think we should just stop. Let's just stop everyone having to wait. Let's get the players in and let's jump into the semi-final game.
Yes, but Total Esports are made up of iMonk, Rennie Reintier, and Fabi. And G30 Weight Room, Cal Zaffi, I recognise that name, he's a great player. Devix and Naumon, who was an eSports League monthly champion even, better than monthly elite. And here we are, we got the time clicking down now as Nauman and iMonk go for this kickoff. And Nauman gains position, but not possession, as Rennie Reintier off down to the side. Devix underneath it waiting. Fabi's trying to come and intercept, but Nauman gets there first. And Nauman goes over iMonk, and that was an early goal against Turtle Esports, and that Turtle Esports defense was found wanting.
Yeah, it was a really strong opening play for Nauman. Nice self-setup off the wall, able to jump up and just get the absolute edge of his car on that to redirect it into the far corner.
And that's a very early goal by Gfinity Weight Room as well, so pressure should be mounting up by Turtle Esports. Need to get back into this one. iMonk on the ball being chased by Devix, 50-50'd up as Rennie now goes over one player. Lands awkwardly and Fabi is now going to wait to pick this one up. Nauman tries to get back into the middle, Devix was there. Fabi's now got a great chance to clear this away, misses it, Rennie Reintier underneath it waiting, iMonk goes up for that second touch. Nauman's able to clear it away now, Rennie Reintier doesn't get that touch as well. Now Fabi tries to stop the attack, but Devix now comes away with a shot and it's just off. Oh, he gets that second touch. And Gfinity Weight Room are 2 goals up.
Yeah, Nauman gets in the way of that downfield touch and by Fabi, and Devix able to follow it up with the nice off the crossbar double tap redirect into the goal to bring it to a 2-0 lead.
I think that's like the most goals we've seen scored against Turtle Esports in a single game so far. Ridiculous. Rennie Reintier.
Very strong display so far.
Yeah. Devix now going for a shot. Didn't get that second touch again, but Nauman takes a shot and iMonk's there to make the save. Devix off into the middle, out to Cal Zaffi. Gets a rather awkward touch now. Rennie Reintier starting an attack. iMonk waiting in the middle. Fabi waiting just behind him. iMonk's going for it though, but Nauman gets there first. Now Fabi has to backtrack. Hits it off to the side. It's just going to land perfectly for Cal Zaffi, who shoots. Rennie Reintier is there waiting. Makes a good save off to the side. Now iMonk's going to pick this one up. Takes it across that halfway line. Off to Fabi. Can he get the touch? No, it's just off wide. And iMonk just drives it straight to the wall and bounces back. Devix now trying to get it back into the middle. Fabi landing on Cal Zaffi as he clears it away. And it goes under Cal Zaffi now as iMonk tries to come in to take the ball. Rennie Reintier cheated up a bit. Didn't quite get any advantage from it. Devix off down the middle. Cal Zaffi gets a touch, but it's just wide. That would have been an amazing redirect if that had gone in. Rennie Reintier now trying to get an attack in again. iMonk, Rennie Reintier double committing. And Devix shoots. Oh, he finds that top corner.
Yeah, that was a really nice shot. Rennie went for the clearance. iMonk just beaten to that by Cal Zaffi. And it dropped perfectly for Dev to be able to jump up and out, so he cannon it into the top corner. Nice 3-goal lead with 3 minutes to go. I think they'll be sitting back feeling pretty happy with themselves so far.
I'm beginning to think maybe I should have invested that £17, 13 pence into the bank instead of putting it all on Turtle Esports.
Yeah, I think I might be unfortunately agreeing with you on that one.
Fabi now trying to get this back into the middle. Devix clearing it away though, and he's going to leave this one for Cal Zaffi. Takes the awkward touch off Rennie Reintier. Nauman trying to get back into the middle. Fabi completely misreading it. Rennie Renter clears off for iMonk to chase. iMonk doesn't get there though. Zevix up into middle. Fabi takes a punt at goal, but it's just off wide, and Devix able to clear it away. Gets that second touch again, which he seems to get quite a lot. And Nauman's now up in the air, touched it off for Calzafi to chase, but Fabi's going to get there first. It's up for iMonk to go after now, but Devix gets there first. Now Rennie Reindeer comes flying in, and it's just no team can get possession of the ball at the moment. We're getting close to that 2-minute mark, and it's still 0 goals by Turtle Esports. They need to turn their defense into attack a lot more efficiently at the moment. Devix now trying to clear this away. iMonk should get this one back into the middle. He does, but there's no attacking waiting. No attacker waiting. I know what I'm talking about. Don't worry. Fabi passing it off to Rennie. Rennie takes a shot. Devix, the wrong side of it. He still gets a nice clear away. And Calzafi cleans it up completely and starts another attack as it goes onto the backboard. Fabi completely flies, misses, and Nauman comes off. Oh, Fabi almost landed directly on it. Now Rennie Reindeer's got a chance to take it away, but Devix is there. Hits it back into the middle. Calzafi is waiting, but not long enough, as now Rennie Reindeer tips it over one. Nauman, he gets that save off again. Nauman is just so consistent at the back. He's just taking everything off to the side, stopping any continuous attacks from Turtle Esports.
Yeah, he's been absolutely dominant so far, both offensively and defensively. But again, I think Turtle Esports, I don't know whether they're not necessarily sat back too much, but I think they're just not getting into the swing of things fast enough to be able to keep up.
Oh, Nauman, he had to steal that one. That's 4 goals up for Gfinity Weight Room. And this is, Gfinity Weight Room is really taking this game to Turtle Esports. And Turtle Esports, their defense has just disappeared. It was so good in other games, not in this one apparently.
Yeah, and I'd just like to, little friendly reminder that there's no such thing as stealing a goal. It's just making sure that it definitely goes in.
Well, I just like to clarify that the only goals that are stolen are ones that I score, and apparently I steal all my goals. So make of that what you will. But Fabi is on the ball, being chased by Calzafi, trying to get back in with Fabi. Clears it off for Rennie Reindeer. Hit back downfield. Nauman lets it run underneath him. Devix up in the air. iMonk going for a flip, but completely miss it. Devix now going to hit it on downfield. Calzafi going for another touch. Fabi, nice block in the box. And now Nauman's going to get past one, but he couldn't get past Rennie Reindeer. Fabi takes it over Devix. Rennie now trying to get this up high. iMonk going to try and get a goal maybe for this Turtle Esports team. It's onto the backboard. Fabi misses it. iMonk misses it. And Gfinity Weight Room takes this first game very convincingly.
Yeah, it was a very good start off. Well, straight from the gate for Gfinity. I think, like you said, definitely should have put that £17 in the bank, or maybe even clicked the Matcherino link and popped it towards the prize pool.
Remember, if you do donate those £17, you'll still have 13p left to bet on Gfinity Weight Room, because they are looking very solid this game. Also, I do not encourage betting. It's a bad idea, especially if you're young. Very addictive. Anyway, back to Rocket League.
Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, well, great first game for Gfinity. I think we're just ready to jump straight into the second game and see if Gfinity are able to pull off another absolute sweep like the first round.
They have the great potential, and they have that first game in the bag. They could potentially park the bus, but I don't believe they will. They're going to go for this game. 10 seconds in, and Turtle Esports already found themselves in their own half. Devix taking this one under control. Nice little tap back for Calzafi. Goes over one. He's going to chase this one back downfield. Rennie Reindeer. Oh, that was almost amazing control by Calzafi. Rennie Reindeer did very well to read it. Nice little pinch by Rennie Reindeer. Now it's 2v1. iMonk to past Fabi. And Calzafi had made his way back into the goal, which didn't see. Oh, that's pinched straight back into the goal. Rennie Reindeer picking up Turtle Esports' first goal.
That was a little bit unfortunate, I think. iMonk getting the demo. Calzafi. Yeah, looks like Rennie just positioned himself perfectly to actually force that goalwards. Very well played, very good decision making.
My £17 is looking slightly better than before, but it still looks bad. As Rennie Reindeer now, he completely misses it, and Devix was there, able to make the save. And this is a good original attack from Turtle Esports. Last game, they almost didn't have any attacks at all. but they found themselves a goal up in just under a minute. As it's hit back in the middle by Devex, iMonk, and Rennie Rain to double committing, and Nauman, he doesn't get easier goals than that one. Double commit by Turtle Esports leaves an empty goal.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate touch there, as Rennie sort of seemed like he unintentionally dropped right on it, and it couldn't have been a better centre to Nauman, who just taps it across the floor. Nice equaliser with 4 minutes left.
Now it's going to be Devex who's going to pick this one up nicely downfield over Fabi, but Fabi was wrestling with him a bit, forced him off as Nauman clears it across for Kelzafi to pick up, but Fabi demos. He's being a bully this game. Nauman, big clear downfield. iMonk should be able to pick this one up. He does just in time. Off the roof maybe, but no, Kelzafi back downfield for Devex to chase Fabi. Gets another touch into the middle. There's no goalkeeper waiting. Nauman's backtracking. And Rennie just, I couldn't find that touch and hit straight at Nauman. But Rennie gets a second, and Rennie gets a second goal. Very, very nice, but Rennie Rainter, he just kept in the goal, kept the pressure on, and Fabi, little touchdown to him. Rennie was waiting like he does, and he just picks up his second goal of this game. Team Turtle Esports that goal lead again. As now Devex tries to get it back downfield, couldn't, he's blocked out, and it's going to be running straight on Rennie. Punches it up in the middle. Fabi coming from an unorthodox angle as Nauman tries to get it cleared away. This Turtle Esports pressure is a lot better than before. And it appears that Percy has had some technical difficulties, so I will be solo casting. I apologise. As Nauman now picks this ball up, out, hits to Rennie Rainter, who's on a different team. Rennie just wide. iMonk couldn't quite get over, and now Fabi tries to get this one back on the attack. Nauman back into the middle. iMonk's waiting, and Nauman makes another save. Devex has to clear it away. And Nauman now back downfield. Kelzafi is chasing. iMonk off to the side, and it's going to be Fabi who hopefully clears this one away, but straight at Devex. Nice little pass to Nauman. Nauman shoots, and Rennie's able to clear away, but Nauman keeps on it onto the backboard. Devex takes a shot, and it's just below Rennie Rainter's. iMonk now has a chance to clear it away, but he doesn't, and Nauman back out to Kelzafi, gets the shot off. Rennie Rainter still doing a great job in defence. It goes across his own goal again. iMonk, big punch out downfield. Fabi back up into the air, but Kelzafi taps it down towards Devex. Devex, nice redirect, and Rennie it's back out with Nauman, back into the middle. Rennie hits it out again. He's just a one-man army at the moment. As Kelzafi hits it back downfield. Devex into the middle. iMonk, nice little fake. And I think the amount of pressure that's coming out of Gfinity at this point is really starting to turn this tide. Gfinity looking a lot stronger in attack as we get close to this sort of 1 minute 30-second mark. Still very, very even on both teams' shots as well. Just Turtle Esports with one extra shot at 7 compared to the Gfinity weight room of 6 shots. But Rennie Rainter keeping an attack going if he can. Devex clearing away. iMonk back onto the backboard. Kelzafi trying to chase this. Fabi gets a touch, not a great one. iMonk trying to get back in the middle, but Kelzafi able to pick it up. And now it goes back out downfield. Fabi waiting underneath it, gets a nice little block. Nauman picks it up onto the backboard. Is he going to get a nice redirect? Oh, Kelzafi is so close onto the top of the crossbar almost. Just didn't quite come out, and that bounced awkwardly off for Rennie to hit back downfield. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. Gfinity weight room still really need an extra goal. Just hit up into the air. Kelzafi back down in field, but iMonk going to be able to clear this one away. 50 seconds left. iMonk hits it down for Fabi. Fabi couldn't get the shot off. It was a great bit of defensive work by Kelzafi. Now Kelzafi trying to clear this one away, but Fabi, nice little touchdown for Rennie to chase, but it's hit long downfield. iMonk is waiting. iMonk taps it not greatly off, because it's straight to Nauman. Nauman onto the sideboard. Kelzafi back in the middle. Rennie Rainter taps it very wisely down to the side, stopping any continuous attack, but that's a great shot by Derek. That was a great pass by Kelzafi. Look at this here, just a touch by Rennie Rainter. He couldn't quite get the second block as Kelzafi finds the sort of swing around corner pass. Devex, he gets up so fast to that one, just punches it into that straight corner. Faster than any defense could get up there to make a save or a block. And now it's Fabi and Kelzafi trying to get the kickoff going as iMonk makes another save there. It was very close to going straight in off a kickoff almost. iMonk now back downfield to Rennie Rainter to take a shot. It's not the strongest of shots. Calzaffi hits it back into the, well, clears it away. Now Calzaffi's on the ball. Great chance here. It's only Rennie's in goal. It's onto the backboard. Rennie jumps up. He misses it. Devix, oh, he shoots, and that could have been it. It was just wide. And now Imunk is on the ball. And this one's looking at overtime unless Imunk can get there in time. But no, Devix makes it clear, and it's back and keeps going. Fabi takes a shot. And now Malman clears it away. And Devix just got pissed on some ground. He does. And it's into overtime. That was very, very wise defending by Gfinity Weight Room. Now we're back at the kickoff, and it's Devix picking up boost at the other end and trying to get anything off at the moment. Not quite happening at the moment. Devix hits it back downfield. Imunk tips it off to the side. Back downfield. Oh, what a shot by Nalman. And that is a great bit of work by Gfinity just to come down on that 1-goal deficit against Turtle Esports. Amazing defense. And get the win 2-1 to find themselves in the final of this tournament. Gfinity Weight Room are the finalists. I'm just going to check who they are up against. And it will be either Tidar, Cloaky, and their teammates who I forgot, or Distracted. I was probably distracted when I was trying to think of their third teammate. Actually, it's unknown. Just remember that. But anyway, Gfinity are winners of this tournament, beating out Turtle Esports, one of the favourites. And that was an amazing match to watch. Just Gfinity is so good at attacking. I apologise for Percy disappearing, and we'll be back momentarily for the final of this tournament. See you soon. Hello, guys, and welcome back to the final of this week's Rewind Gaming 3v3 tournament. And we've had a slight change in casters, and that Percy's internet has done a Mr. something or other on him. And now we have a Digital Bacon with us. Digital Bacon. Bacon, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
It was the Mr. Wasp himself. It's fine. It was weird. But anyway, yeah, keep on going. We've got a fantastic game coming up. Into Weight Room, which we just saw on in the last game. You and Percy got your way through that. Going up against a Klo, a Tadar, and an Unknown. And boy, howdy, is this going to be a good one.
oh yes. My favourite player of this tournament is always Tadar. Love the name. Just it's magical. And at the end, you just sort of go, ta-da.
Yeah, we had what was it, Chromon for the 2v2s on Thursdays, and he was just saying, Tader, oh my god, on the inside I was dying. So thank God. Tadar, I love just every time something happens, just the scream of Tadar's coming on out is brilliant. But go on, if you can break it down for me, buddy, what was so good about Gfinity Weight Room in their last game that made them come out on top of a firm favourite that is Turtle Esport?
It was the unrelenting pressure and virtually no mistakes. And Turtle Esports, they're one of those teams that thrives off basically absorbing all the pressure and making no mistakes. But Turtle Esports, loads of mistakes, and they just couldn't stop the Gfinity Weight Room attack. And I'm thinking CTU, they got a completely different play style from Turtle Esports, so I don't think it's going to make any difference. I think Gfinity Weight Room are just going to power straight through CTU and destroy them.
Well, CTU, they've been basically Distracted, who Crow and Neon Remix I saw earlier play with Zapphire over on Rival Esports, and they only lost to Flipside Tactics by 1 goal in their best of 3 in that third game in overtime. It went to 2 overtimes in that whole series.
Oh, wow.
So Distracted were on fire earlier. Now, Distracted just been taken down by this CTU side. So CTU, I can't wait to see what they've got. So guys, they're at home. You haven't been able to see them yet today, but oh me oh my, they are definitely going to be firing on all cylinders. Those Octanes are going to be ready to rumble. But Corn, do you think we should let them on in so we can see them here for this best of 5 final?
Oh yes, we should definitely let them in. And I mean, my money has to be on Gfinity Weight Room, but I always want Tadar to win because it's just a magical moment. So Bacon is going to be running some lovely play-by-play as I do some colour. So Bacon, take it away.
Take it away indeed. We've just got to wait for that countdown to get underway. There it is. The 3, the 2, and the 1. And let's go. Devix going up against Tadar for the start. Loki, though, gets on the end of the ball, puts that early pressure on Kalzafi. Has to go out wide, but Unknown and Cloaky, one after the other, chasing for that ball, keeping this pressure going. Unknown with the 50-50 against Kalzafi, but it's off to the side from Naumon. Great pass up forward, but Kalzafi doesn't get onto the ball. Cloaky up into the corner. He's going to just want to get a passing play out. It was dodgy there as Devix was so close in to him.
Yeah. Neither team really taking a handle of this game so far as Unknown does a very nice little tap back. Gets the first shot of this game. But yeah, it's just no team. They're not taking the game by the scruff of the neck and running away with it. They are still fighting for just the ability to shoot.
Loki, nice little pass into that wall and then to follow through. Wants to get over to Tadar. Even with that miss, it was still a devastating hit. Tadar with the bump as well, but Naumon there covering the angles, making sure it don't matter what happens, there's someone in net that can make a save. Tadar now having to run it away. He's got onto that backboard. Unknown coming forward. They want the pinch. It's going a long distance, but Devix is that third man back to stop it.
Actually, Bacon, you missed it though. Tadar, he was straight up MVP of the game that we saw where CTU played. He just fed his teammates goals. And if he can do that in this game, it is going to be a very high scoring game. Because Tadar, he knows how to pass, and he is just a complete show off with it.
Yeah, that is why we love his name so much, because everything he does is quite fantastic. Great movement there from him as well to pop it on over. Unfortunately, there was a defender. The rotations here coming out from the Gfinity waiting room are fantastic as well. Just being able to cover every single angle, making sure that any shot downwards is just futile. Kalzafi put it into the corner. Devex is there, but Tadar unfortunately beaten in the 50-50. Jumped at the ball, but could not get past the wall.
Actually, that is something I haven't noticed about Tadar. Right? He is amazing at assists, but the other areas of his game are a bit lacking. And there in defense, maybe he could have done a bit more, but it was very hard to do something against Devek's attack there.
Devex just near enough made Tadar make that action. Devex wanted it. Good play from him. Ball coming out with a long shot as Cloaky puts that into the corner. Gonna come out. Naumon trying to set up a pass, but unfortunately it's a bit too deep. And Tadar is able to get it out. He's up in the air. He's going to let that have a little bounce. Wanted Cloaky to come on in. Naumon saw that and cut it right on out. Not going to let that happen in his neighborhood.
Yeah, we're just past the halfway mark. So still only the one goal that separates them. There's a great chance there. The ball just ran almost straight across the goal line, and nobody for the Gfinity weight room could pick it up. But Cloaky, he's starting to build up the attack. I mean, Gfinity weight room, they've had 2 shots and 1 goal. CTU, 5 shots, 0 goals.
Yeah, but really, shots don't matter. It's all about that all-important goal. Look at this. Umno wanted to sort of pressure the defenders, but didn't. In the end, he just ran out of the boost. It's all about clever use of positioning in this. It's Unknown now picked up that ball. Good little pop over Kalzafi and then over Divex. Then over Naumon. The lad is on the run. Cloaky is there, but the ball's hit on out. Tadar goes wide. Cloaky does pick up that all-important corner boost. Devex following on through. 2 defenders pulled on out. Unknown and Cloaky both up in the air. Maybe a little bit of overcommitment, but the defense can get on back now as the ball's handed on over the Gfinity waiting room. The backboard pass. Unknown getting it on to the side. He's got Kalzafi there underneath. Misses the ball, trying to fake out the attacker, but Cloaky won't let that happen. And then Tadar with a sort of weak limp attempt at a shot. Ball going up to the backboard. Unknown going high once again. Cloaky needs to put this away. Does exactly that after the bump. 1-0.
I'm not sure if Unknown needed to do that bump, but you're just like, Kalzafi just said, oh, I need to get saved. And Unknown's just like, nope, bang, you're gone. And we get the Dab and Reaper as CTU get back into this game at 1-1 with 1 minute 12 seconds left.
Yep, definitely dabbing Reapers after a goal like that where you bump out the defender. That is when they should be brought out. Any other time, I don't particularly like them, but, you know, once you just remove the player, a dab is what you need. Tadar moves the ball into the middle. Devex, a good 50-50 from him to keep that pressure going, but Naumon can't do the same. No, he's putting it to that backboard. It's past Kalzafi. Kalzafi actually does get that hit off the rebound and he's got enough boost to send it forwards. Naumon might do something here. He goes wide of the goal. Might cost him as Cloaky's now on the charge. The pass over Unknown, it's off to the backboard. Cloaky not really expecting it. Has to fall back. It's in for a waterfall here. Unknown not really reading that just well enough. Devex chasing after Tadar, but Tadar is able to just get his way out of there. He weaseled his way on through, gets the pass off. Ooh, Cloaky couldn't put it away.
So you see it there from Tadar. He creates these angles on the pass that you just can't see, and it's so dangerous to try and defend against. And that one almost creeps in at the front post, but Cloaky's able to clear it away. And this is just 1 second left until we go into overtime in the first game. Just onto the floor it goes, and then we've got overtime, Bacon.
Oh, overtime indeed. You were bigging up the Gfinity weight room. I said, hold on, CTU have done something really good today, and they've taken down a team that I would probably pick to be one of the strongest sides here. So they are definitely proving why they can get through to the final with flying colours. Devex, hearing that on out. Oh no, he's got the drop. Devex coming through again off that backboard. near enough making it look like he is a jumping spider on that thing. Ball up into the corner. Now I'm on to the back ball. Cloaky, good clear over Calzappi, who's so far forward in that attack. Super aggression coming out from him.
Cool. I thought Calzappi was going to miss that one there. Just entered almost up to a minute of overtime. Neither team has looked close to scoring yet, but it's only a matter of time at this point.
Cloaky with a good clear. Send it off to the side. Naumon did have time to read it, but that was the only place Cloaky could put the ball safely, letting his teammates come on board.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Big mess up in defense by CTU. Unknown and Cloaky, they just go, oh dear, we need to go back. And they sort of just, oh, is the other one going to hit it? Are you going to hit it? Shall I hit it? Should you hit it? It's already in the net. What have we done wrong? And that is Gfinity Weight Room picking up the first game in this best of 5 series.
Yep, it is a best of 5, so one little mistake is really what caused all of that at the end. The player coming out very preemptively, and then though I think it was, who was going across that bat to go get the boost, was not in goal either, able to get on through, and they weren't able to pick up the save. Now, come on. It was very 50-50 there. We saw a lot of pressure coming out from C2 right at the start, and then Gfinity Waiting Room. They were a bit more reserved, and then they started putting that pressure on at the end. That's a weird game of halves, isn't it?
Yeah, we saw it earlier, I think, in CTU's game in I think it was the quarterfinal we saw them, where they went down, they were 3-1 at sort of the halfway point of the first game, and they came back and won 4-3. And it was all from Tadar's magic. If he's not involved with the game, he is the weakest player on the pitch. But as soon as he gets involved in the game, he is suddenly the strongest player on the pitch, and he's such a danger. And I think Gfinity Weight Room, they measured the opponents, went, okay, this is what they can do, this is what we can do, and then they sort of showed that at the end, and that allowed them to take the game to CTU, and in the end get that unfortunate goal, which CTU should have defended better.
Well, we're going on into game 2 here, guys, as well. Matcherino is currently sitting at $34. There's a free $1 donation code. You can see that code up on screen now. Head on over to Matcherino, put that on in. A free $1 towards the prize pool for these players to earn. Does not cost you a single penny. Only about 10 seconds of your time. If you wouldn't mind doing that, we would be ever grateful here, because we're putting on some good Rocket League for you on Rewind Gaming. At the moment, it's looking like both teams, once again, just feeling each other out with not necessarily ping-pong play, Corn, but just getting in close into each other's faces.
Yeah, also have some good news to you. All the codes have been used up, so we have got like a full prize pool of whatever the amount is, which I've forgotten because I'm too busy watching this amazing matchmaking.
Oh, unfortunate there, but still every little dollar helps if you wouldn't mind. Ooh, just weathered through the storm there. Cloaky coming out the opposite side, smelling of roses. And that is 48 seconds on in, and we've got our first goal for him.
It's just one of those ones where that person in front of me is going to hit it, so I will leave it. And it happened, I swear it happened like 3 times there. And it just ended up with Cookie just ran away with the ball into the goal, just with no resistance. It's kind of a strange one.
Indeed. We'll have to see if this gets any stranger throughout the rest of the night, because we still haven't seen an incredibly spectacular goal come out here, Colin, in that first game. I'm expecting it to come relatively soon. Naumon and Devix definitely known for it, and Cloaky on the orange side might just do a thing. Oh, Naumon puts it to the wall. Unknown coming through. Oh, couldn't thread it as Devix was there right on that close post.
Yeah. Actually, talking about amazing plays as well, my money is on Tadar providing this amazing play. He's slowly getting more involved in this game. You see him taking more touches, more big hits downfield. And I think at some point when CTU finally get their attacking boots on, they finally get right up into the Gfinity box, you'll see Tadar do something special.
Naumon with the miss hit. This could cost him. No, Unknown can't get on the ball. Cloaky goes slightly ever so wide, and that's what mattered there, because he didn't find the net. The pressure is completely flipped on over as it's down in the CTU end. Gfinity Weight Room now hammering the ball, but Unknown can get on out. Naumon missing the ball once again and gets demoed by Unknown. Cloaky and Tadar both go super aggressive. go into the attack, and the problem was they needed someone back in defense.
Gfinity Weight Room just punishing the over-aggression from CTU there. Calzappy just flying through the air like an angel, finishing off that huge clear from Devix. And that was a deserved goal, I feel, because CTU just way too aggressive in their attack.
1-1. 2 goals off the back of mistakes. There's the third mistake. Oh, Corn, walk us through quickly.
Well, Calzappy just hit it, and Cloaky just watched it. I mean,
He was in no mode, wasn't he?
yeah, he was just caught. He was caught flat, no speed, no momentum, and it went over him. There's not much Cloaky could have done really, just other than be in a better position.
That is the hardest thing. At this level, Cloaky should know where he should be. Just was not expecting it. He wanted to move on out, thinking his teammates had it upfield. And it's all down to him, that goal essentially. And it is absolutely horrible because you only have yourself to blame. But he's got to get on past that. He's got to go, okay, I've got to make up for this by getting a goal. Look at that! He's done it!
Tadar is just sort of the flag man of this one. He flies up, takes Calzappy out of the game with him. They sort of just both go on a flying trip together, maybe to the Bahamas, somewhere nice. And Cloaky is there, back on ground, waiting for them to land with the ball, and just puts it in the back of the net.
Yeah, Tadar was the beautiful distraction of that, making him think it was going to be a dunk. Instead, with the miss, poor Cloaky came on through. Just I loved how he dropped onto the ground and was like, hey, and got the ball into the net. Calzappy, now, he's got the game tied on up in front of him. So Calzappy, Naumon, and Devix need to get another goal to get on through. Naumon decided to put it into the corner. Calzappy putting it into the middle, but Cloaky wants to get that away with a big, beefy clear.
Yeah, we're getting close to the danger zone of this game. Still 2-2, probably looking at overtime, as both these teams, I think, have played in overtime many a time in a tournament, and they know how tense it can be, so I imagine they both don't want to go to overtime.
Yeah, not only just in the tournament, these lads are all of a very similar level. I'm sure they've all played this exact lineup in ranked together time and time again, and it would have gone to overtime time and time again. So expect so much there. And oh, okay, chat has just completely been spammed with the bits. We'll have to have a quick look after a goal because it might look like that goes all the way, but no. Calzappy is able to get to the corner.
Entering that last minute mark now unknown, he is on the ball. He's just loose with his control. And I think CTU, they have been taking the game to Gfinity. But Gfinity, they're slowly warming up. Tadar hasn't shone as bright as he has in other games, and I think Gfinity are waiting to punish that.
Okay, a good little block as he puts it into the wall. Alex with a miss. Naumon coming through a block of his own. Tadar clears on out straight down the centre, however. Into Calzappy, he can't be doing that. If you're going to clear the ball, you want to go off wide to the side corner, don't you? You don't just put it down the centre where it's easiest for your opponents to get to.
Yeah, quite often there are even opponents' players in the box just waiting for the ball. So you hear it straight out in the field, they're just like, oh, thank you, just pass it to me. Whereas it off to side, it increases the angle, makes it harder for them to shoot on target. It all around makes it more difficult to score.
Tadar pops the ball up. Calzappy comes through. If he can get the double touch, no, he's got no boost. Tadar, rightfully so, saw the attackers coming on in, just let the ball hit the ground. We've got an overtime. That is 2 games in a row, I do believe, Paul.
Ooh, yes. Who said Rocket League was easy? Both of these teams fighting ever so closely for this victory.
That's the beauty of Rocket League. It's so easy to pick up and play for newcomers, but that skill ceiling just always seems to get higher. That whole pinch going the length.
Oh,
it's
wow.
into the post. It's on out. Calzappy puts it back into the corner. What's the chase is? Both him and Tadar right up there. No one's in the net. Oh, you could see Unknown coming through. Cloaky knocks Unknown on out. The panic is setting on in, and Calzappy is going to get the goal.
That was a bit unfortunate for Cloaky. He just landed straight on Tadar. I mean, he made Cloaky turn around in time, but he just wasn't fast enough. And Gfinity Weight Room pick up the second game of this best of 5, and they are looking very good. Only just to win this one in 3.
Yeah, just once again, a 1-goal differential due to the overtimes. It's very 50-50. The problem, though, Korn, is this CTU side, which panic sets on it. I've seen it time and time again, where Tadar and Clokey, they're doing the exact same thing. They're covering the same area. They're both going for the same ball. Double commits, you can't do them, can you?
It's just G50 Weight Room just has CTU tied in knots at defense. They can't work out what's the best thing to do. They double commit, they don't commit, and they end up just conceding goals. And I think G50 Weight Room, they're just punishing the CTU defense.
Well, it's just horrible to see, essentially, purely because it's an error that shouldn't be there. These lads know it. They're at that level where it should just be second nature. As well, communication. It doesn't hurt to talk to each other. Keep just spamming, you know, I got it. And that's just quick chat, Korn.
Oh, yes. I mean, you guarantee all these players will be in a voice chat with each other. They will be communicating perfectly, hopefully.
Communicating perfectly, but this whole setup, Clokey does clear away the only place he can, right on up, and Devix is there like, thank you very much, buddy. I'm gonna dunk it on you.
Yeah, Tadar, he was underneath it, just didn't have the right angle on it, and the ball is just too far behind him to get an effective save. And 1 goal up for G50 in the first 10 seconds. That is a power play if I've ever seen it.
Well, the ball is over to the side. We're going to see Devix go for a big clear. He does punt it all the way downfield. Definitely with his toes and the amount of power that had in the height. Loki is going to try sending this out. Kazafi is on the wall. Puts it into the corner. Tadar. Straight on out. If Unknown can get onto this before Devix, you could see something. But no, Devix is there. He's getting it off to the side. Straight to Clokey. Naumon now puts it across the goal. But Tadar was too far away for it to be dangerous. Kazafi and Naumon with the double man attack, trying to really push the ball on forward. It didn't quite work. Devix with a dribble, the pass over the Naumon off to the backboard. Dunk, miss. Devix now just leaving it. Kazafi going on through. Tadar straight back over Devix. Arno puts this up high, but Naumon's going to be the one to touch it. Clokey puts that back in the centre, but no one's there for him to pass to.
And there's almost nobody back in defence as well. Kazafi runs it straight across the face of the goal. It's just CTU, they don't have these link-ups that they've seen in previous games. There's no team play in the CTU at the moment.
It's their positioning corner. It's just a little off, isn't it? So whenever they are trying to do the rightful, you know, pass into the centre or whatever, there's not someone there for them to pass to. So they're playing like when they're on the ball, they're playing quite naturally and it's good. But the problem is their two teammates just are maybe a little starved the boost. They're trying to get that 100. No, you've got to be a whole coherent team. You know, you've got to be the Three Musketeers, just not, you know, a couple of ugly ducklings.
Yep. And these ugly ducklings of CTU at the moment find themselves a goal down with just 3 minutes to save their hopes of this tournament as being 2 goals down in a best of 5. 2 games down in a best of 5. And
Yeah,
they're struggling.
Games, it'd be all right, but no, games are real important here because G50 Waiting Room, if they do win this game, they've done it. A sweep in the finals. And from what we've seen, with pressure and attempts like that, it could just happen. But as I say that, we've got it all squared up. And it was straight off the back of overcommitments from G50 Weight Room.
Yeah, that's what CTU needs to do. They need to punish the over-attack of the G50 Weight Room and pick up these easy goals. And once you start getting those, you start getting a bit more confident, you start playing better, you start getting on top of the other team. And then you can start doing what you want to do, all these amazing fancy plays.
Well, Naumon gets it on out. I know, rightfully so, puts it down, but it's straight to Kazafi. Naumon just putting the ball forward. Wanting to get that pressure. Clokey with a power shot. Does get on through the defenders and now takes CTU up by a goal.
126 kilometers by Clokey. He saw that coming as well. He started turning before Tadar hits it. And there we go. That's a Tadar assist that I've been waiting to see for a while. I just want to see a few more.
See, if CTU are going to start playing the way I think they are after that goal, they're going to keep one player downfield, completely causing havoc with the boost that is available to Gfinity waiting room. That's going to be the mid ones and the backs, and that is a clever little play. You see it quite often in professional teams like NRG, where they just make sure that their opponents are a bit starved, and you have that wild card player. You can see Unknown now waiting downfield, doing exactly that, coming on back because he needs to get into the defense. They need the extra help. He's trying to be an option there for an attack.
So the traditional positioning is basically you have two players that go on attack and you have one player acting as some sort of sweeper at the back to keep the attack going or run back in defense if needed. And I think Gfinity weight room, they're just punished when their sweeper gets too aggressive. And they find themselves a goal down, but they are the team that is capable of scoring at will in this one.
Big hit coming out from Tadar. Cloaky is there, decides that he can't get to it, and rightfully so. Tries to reposition himself as quick as he can. Unknown puts it up high. Cloaky is going to go after that. Big power hit. Devik's able to put it to the corner. Namon across the goal up high. Unknown was there. Put some pressure on Tadar now. 50-50's it against Devik's. 50-50's it against Kalzafi. But Namon, the third man back, is able to get it on out.
Oh, super shot by Unknown though, right into that top corner. It got the underside of the post. And that has got to be a game for CTU, because I don't see Gfinity scoring twice in the remaining 45 seconds.
Not with how they've been slowing down here, Corn. Gfinity, they've just been a bit lackluster on their attacks, where they've noticed that they're overcommitting a bit too much, so they're just making sure they're too reserved. And the problem is, they are too reserved. They're not hitting it enough. Ferocity here, they're just going all out into the attack and completely threw them off in their defense.
Yep, Gfinity have gone a bit self-destructive in this one. They found themselves 3 goals down with 30 seconds left, but at this point they had to push it, so you can't really say, oh, the defense was terrible there. They had to go for the goal, and that's what happens when you find yourself goals down.
Yep, 4-1. This is starting to look like game 3 is going to go in favour of CTU. Maybe the startings of a reverse sweep, but that is a truly tough thing to do. So if they can, they're made of stronger things. MB is Unknown, is putting the ball down into his opponent's end, just trying to keep this pressure, try and keep all the aggression, keep it away from your goal, keep this scoreline, because 4-1 is not a scoreline to be snuffed at.
Let's say Gfinity, I think that's probably the most self-destructive I've seen them so far. I mean, CTU, very good team. They weren't playing at their full potential in that game. I feel like CTU have a lot more in them. And the goals they were picking up were just easy goals from Gfinity's poor defense and over-aggression sometimes. And all credit to CTU, they just punished their opponents. Great job, CTU.
The very first goal went to Gfinity waiting room. It was that hit over Cloaky, where Cloaky was out of position. Then, you know, he responded on back. So there are mistakes in Gfinity waiting room. It's just whether or not CTU can really pick up on it.
Well, we've got 2 games to find out if CTU can win, or 1 game for Gfinity to take this series, Bacon.
Yeah, it's still super tough here for CTU. Those 2 games are going to be momentous for them. It's going to be so hard. And Gfinity waiting room, they've got that little bit of a breather. That might just be what helps them on through or makes them relax a little bit too much. Unknown puts it in the middle. Kalzafi, power hit. Looking to go the whole way, but Tadar denies it. Namon to the backboard. Got Devik's falling through, and well done by Cloaky to block it out in the air. He needs to come through once again, but can't. Unknown picks up the slack in the defense. Kalzafi, if he can get the right shot, which he didn't, he would have got a goal. Instead, he decided that the crossbar was his flavour of today, and I'll tell you what, it was a look perfect for him and not for a Gfinity waiting room.
Lovely power by Cloaky, 121 kilometers per hour, powered straight across the goal from Devik's. Just too slow to get there, but I mean, everything is too slow to 121 kilometer per hour goal.
And that is an absolute boomer of a shot. Open net, and Kalzafi did not sink it.
Gfinity Weight Room really have to take their chances in this game. They're already a few shots down on CTU. So it's just looking that the moment the aggression is heading towards the CTU.
Oh, Tadar might have been better without getting that second touch, but hey, he fell into it. He was still...
That's just Tadar back to the sort of basics, whereas like he is the best assister in the game, but everything else he's the worst at on the pitch.
Well, Tadar there trying to get the ball moving downfield. Maybe just use Tadar for his build-up. Oh no. Puts it to the backboard. Cloaky might be able to sink this. No, he accidentally misses it. I know there. Just diving on back. Tadar puts the pressure on once again, but it was straight into the defenders. Oh no, has to drop down. No one's back in defense. Oh no, drops onto it. It don't matter if anyone's in defense if no is about.
Oh yes, and we're getting close to the 2-minute mark now, and it's still just anybody's game really. Both teams having chances, both teams having possession. As Naumann, he hits that front post but can't quite find the goal.
Oh, Cloaky sends it off to the side. Tadar coming on through. He's got Unknown upfield. Naumann puts up high. Buy a bit of time for your teammates to get through. Tadar once again wants to put it into the centre, but no one was there. Cloaky was a little too late to be able to get a good shot off of that. It went straight on into the defenders as they had so much time to deal with it. Tadar drops it on down straight into Calzafi. Cloaky putting it in the middle again. Naumann just able to get on out fairly easily, and Cloaky good pass into Tadar, but Devix wonderful read there to block it on out.
Well, at this point, Cloaky has had every single shot for CTU, all 6 of them, which is more than the entire Gfinity Weight Room combined.
Gfinity Weight Room, they just seem to have the more, I want to say, dangerous attacks, it feels like. Whenever they're up here, like right now, you're on the edge of your seat. On the opposite end, however, you just don't expect them to get on through because they're just that little bit slower in their aggression.
Yeah, the shots sort of straight down the middle along the ground at like 50 kilometers per hour. They're just easy saves and not really adding to the attack.
So that's why when they did that boomer, the 125 earlier, we were surprised. Everyone was surprised. They weren't expecting it because they've just been putting on these slow little lackluster hits. Stuff like that, Devix is able to clear away with relative ease. Calzafi coming through for the 50-50. Naumann will follow it. Nice stop by Tadar to block the ball out to the side, but Cloaky has to do something with it. He does, he gets it down to his opponent's end, but Calzafi was there. The hit coming out, Naumann's got it up into the wall, will get us into the air, moves into centre, Calzafi into Naumann, going the whole length of the pitch, but it's wide of net.
And Tadar, once again, being the player, decides to go into overtime, not try and make an attack of it, which is probably the right choice since he was in defence at the time. But I'm looking for Gfinity. If they score, they win the tournament. If CTU score, it goes to a 5th and deciding game.
Yeah, the 5th and final game. And then they've got to put up with all this pressure again. Guess what, Korn? It's that 5th and final game.
Yeah, that was a big mistake there by Devix. It's like, you see both these teams just being so solid in attack going, okay, every time one of the teams attack, we'll just take it off the side. Devix, I'm not quite sure why, he decides to go straight down the middle, left the door open, Unknown comes flying in, picks up the goal, and CTU are on course for a reverse sweep bacon.
They're on course, but it still scares me, Korn. Every single goal has been off the back of mistakes, and they're not really forcing these mistakes. It's just simple errors in your own play style. Like, they're errors that everyone... It happens to anyone, doesn't it, really?
Yeah. These players aren't playing like gods, is the best way to put it. They're making the same errors that we make, which...
They're mortals.
Yeah, these gods are now mortals, and I think Gfinity Weight Room, they've gone a bit cold.
Let's hope that they can put that oven back on, or, you know, they've got to do something like microwave their leftovers, because here it is game 5. You have potentially another 6 or 7 minutes of gameplay to go on through, and you've got to make sure you're giving it all. You've got to be that 100%. Naumann not being able to get the ball to Tadar. Calzafi is there, puts it back into the mix. Naumann into the backboard, but no one being able to get off with it apart from Unknown, who will get the run. Naumann Clears it away straight into Cloaky, puts it towards the backboard, but Calzafi to the side. Cloaky, wonderful pickup on the wall, puts it into the mix. Devix trying to get it away. Namon hits it off to the side. If he can run onto this, he might be able to do something, but no. Cloaky had some bloodlust there as he just demoed him out the way.
Yeah, there was a great chance for Naumann there. He just didn't quite have the legs on his car, which would be kind of strange to see, but he just wasn't fast enough to get that shot.
Well, in a way, Con, we've been quite critical on CTU tonight with their simple mistakes, and this just shows why we've been critical.
It's just Unknown, he doesn't go back for it, he just drives straight in for it to Dar, thinking Unknown maybe he's got it, just sort of sat on the ground waiting, watching, doesn't make any decision, and in the end, ball in the back of the net, Gfinity Weight Room are back on top.
Yep, well, we can't count out C2 yet. We said it earlier, this game is entirely off mistakes. I've just put them up on such a high pedestal here, Unknown, Loki, and Sadar, that I want them to win. A reverse sweep as well, being able to just show that Cal Zafi, Naumon, and Devix, yeah, you were good in the first 2 games, but you've got to keep being good. You can't just go and relax after winning 2. You've got to hold on out into the finals and CTU. If they can do it, they'll do something so impressive here with the drop. It's into the top left post. Oh, it's not gone in the net just yet. And Gfinity Weight Room are just going to hold on to this 1-goal lead.
Yeah, it was a close one though. It was millimeters away from going in, but I think it was Devix or Naumann who just managed to clear it away off to the side. Oh no, picking up a demo there. Maybe that's what CTU need. They just need a bit more aggression.
Ooh, or a bit more defense there. They were lucky that the ball went higher than net. Here we go, Unknown moving it into the center. Loki just a little bit too slow to it as Naumon will get the ball and runs it the whole length of the pitch around the defenders and into the net. Wonderful goal there from Naumon.
I feel that's the first sort of individual play we've seen in a very long time that resulted in a goal. Just Naumann, he takes charge, he takes control of the ball, runs it down the length of this right-hand side of the pitch, and just tips it into the goal and found the CTU defense wanting.
Yep, well, if CTU are wanting the reverse sweep, they've got 2 goals to just tie it on up. They're not making an easy job for themselves here, Corn. They're sort of playing with a handicap. To Dar on the ball. Devix gets it straight off him, puts it into the post and on out. I don't know how the physics work that one, but CTU still at that 2-goal deficit.
Oh, Gfinity Weight Room are all over the CTU defense. They just haven't been able to get that 3rd goal, and I feel like a 3rd goal for Gfinity Weight Room at the moment is just going to close this game out. This game's ever and closer.
Naumon leaving it for Kawazafi. Clever choice. Making sure to just communicate and say what they want. Loki goes up high in the center. This could be dangerous as Naumon puts it to the corner. Wants the double touch, but no. Loki denies. It's going the whole length of the pitch. But Devix right there back in defense. Here, if you've got the 2-goal lead, part the bus, make sure someone's back in defense. Because Gfinity Waiting Room, they don't need another goal here, Con. They just need to stop 2.
I mean, there's no need to go super aggressive on the attack now. They don't need to take any risk. Just solid 2 players up front, 1 player sweeper, quite defensive, and they're going to pick up a 3rd goal. Maybe no. They're getting ever so close to it.
Well, Devix clears on out. He's going to find Cal Zafi, puts it towards the centre. No, reading the bounce very well. Devix putting it down. No, once again, might have an option here. Stadar does get the demo onto Cal Zafi. Devix puts it up high. Naumon is there. It's up high once again, just buying time down in their opponent's end. I like what Gfinity are doing. Like I said earlier, you could park the bus, but here they're trying to park their bus in their opponent's territory.
Yes, I mean, 25 seconds left now. CTU time is running short, and I think they don't score here. They don't score in this game at all, I feel.
Oh, now I'm on into the corner. And no, clears it away. Here, Cloaky's just not going to be able to get a touch on the ball. And no, hits it downfield. Doesn't read where the ball's going. Cal Zafi clears on out. We're getting down to the 0-second mark, and that is going to be it. Gfinity Waiting Room will win the game, but if someone could get another goal, I'd still be happy. Straight into the ground, Gfinity Waiting Room, after losing 2 games in a row, will finally be able to get their 3rd win here, and they're going to win the whole of tonight's Rewind Gaming 3v3 weekly. It's the 42nd one, and what a tournament it was, Corn.
Oh, yes. Gfinity Waiting Room, they didn't make it easy on themselves. It's like they took an early 2-0 lead in games, and it's like they let CTU come back and they let CTU dominate that 4th game.
Yeah.
And
did we know, Corn? We were the ones in the waiting room here. We just had to wait out the 2 extra games, had to go all the way to the 5th, and then Gfinity Waiting Room were there like, okay, we'll win it now. Don't worry, guys.
I feel like Gfinity Waiting Room just opened the door for CTU, went until their nose was in it, and then just slammed it on them.
Bunch of dirty trolls, eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, Corn, close us on out, buddy.
Yep, that was a great tournament. 3v3s is on every Saturday, and if you wish to see great teams like Gfinity or CTU, or even play against them, it's a free sign-up and everything, open to everybody. Just make sure you follow us on Discord to find out when the tournaments are. They're every Saturday, starting roughly 6-7 o'clock in the evening, depending on which time zone you are in. There is also a 2v2 tournament on Thursdays, which starts a little later in the evening. And if you don't have that 3rd player, it's a great chance to play in these Rewind tournaments and play against some great opponents. But I've been Cornish Pirate. Thank you for watching, and with me today has been Digital Bacon and Percy, who internet died. But thank you, Percy, and thank you, Bacon, and I'll see you all soon.